in that dog.
Tony Edwards is here with us.
I got this one T-shirt. It says, it's a black thing you wouldn't understand. I feel kind of bad when I wear it because it leaves a lot of people left out. See, I think everyone should have their own T-shirt so everyone can feel the same kind of pride. Like maybe, it's a Japanese thing you wouldn't understand because you're lazy and stupid. It's it's an Amish thing. I made this shirt. It's a Republican thing. Give me $1 and I'll explain it to you. Oh, wait. Equal time. It's a Democratic thing. Give me $1. Understand, wouldn't you? Thing dyslexic. It's. Everyone, it's a blonde thing. I don't understand.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on a plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to...
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Monday, Tuesday, hump day is halfway. Sticking in the pig, popping in the bank. Saturday's coming quick and anything. 48 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants, my shirt, and my best suit, baby. I'm gonna pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, I hope that I don't come. I can't move on, attention is long gone. Suits are pressed, wallets in shape. The only thing left is a little man's cape. 24 to rendezvous. I can't wait. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants, my shirt, it's my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, I hope that I don't love you. I can't wait. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. 24 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, I'm coming in my pants, my shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, coming in my pants, my shirt is my best suit, baby. I'll pick your flower, gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited, I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited, I hope that I don't go. Oh, dang.
Fantastic.
How about you? It's the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hey, Chick, how are you?
all right. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Perched at the upside sidekick desk. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. Willie Griswold under the weather. Pat Godwin under the weather. I told those two not to kiss before the show, and apparently they got sick.
Okay.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Willie begot the COVID.
Oh, really?
What's Pat got? Where do we start? Sorry, you're right.
I think I told everybody I know that story yesterday. Is the thermometer broken? Oh, what's wrong, Pat? You want babied? Okay.
Pat's getting the COVID test this morning, so we'll see how he does.
All right.
Well, we got a lot to get to today. COVID or not, we're gonna push through this thing.
Well, you know what it is, Tom. Tom?
Yeah.
It's opening day of the National Football League season.
They're gonna kick off the season with an actual kickoff.
Our long national nightmare is finally over. We get all those lesser sports out of the way, like hockey, and now we're on.
Yeah, we're going to... Wait a minute.
You know, the world champion Los Angeles Rams are underdogs tonight to the Buffalo Bills at home. What do you think of that? They're getting 3.
Bill's going to be strong.
Everybody says the Bills are the as they say, the sexy pick to be going to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Really?
Sexy time.
But, of
with
course,
the Buffalo Bills.
Of course, the Raiders are going to have something to say about that, aren't they?
That's right.
Now, Ace, I was sitting down yesterday with Amy going over the trip that you and Willie are going to take to Las Vegas.
I said it before, I'll say it again. You don't want to have to hassle with parking. Send him now. Get him out there. Get him established. It's a different time zone. Get him out there.
We're trying to figure out, do you guys want to fly out on a Thursday?
Yes.
So you can do the show from Vegas. It'll be 3 a.m. Vegas time.
Oh, and Friday, okay.
When you go, do you want to do it Friday and Monday, or just the Friday?
4 days in Vegas is a bit much.
So
No. You don't want to rush to the airport after the game on Sunday. No, you want a late flight, like an afternoon flight on Monday. You don't want to.
Yeah, otherwise, it'd be the red eye. Well,
Yeah.
we'll talk about this off the air, but it's going to happen. The season is happening. Let me just get right to it. We have the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. It is up and running. Week 1. Well, the books close on week 1 just before the game tonight.
Let's say tonight at like 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. Here's the idea.
I think the kickoff's 8:19.
You go to bobandtom.com/contest, and then you pick the winners for all the games this week.
And stop picking your nose.
Who's picking their
And
nose?
stop
I'm
picking
not
your
picking
friend's
mine.
nose.
Yeah.
that's
really...
You can pick your seat, too.
Okay. Where was I? And what do you win? You win the Big Green Egg Mini Max if you're our winner. And last year, I want to say only once, maybe twice, did we have a tie. Mm-hmm. And there's a whole series of tiebreakers, but it's fun. And you don't have to go against the spread. But if you win, our weekly winner will come on the air with us and pick with Mr. Chick McGee in the famous shoe-in of the week.
Winners to be evaluated to see if...
And last year, the Chickster on the season, way over 500 against the spread.
I did not have a down spot last year. I was kind of consistent last year.
Pretty good week.
But that'll make up for it this week. I got no idea what's going on.
Well, it's just starting. How do you know?
I'm staring 0-4 right in the face.
Okay,
No.
well, we'll see.
The pickers, my picks are up early on my Instagram.
But are you going to
Chick
pick?
McGee.
Are you going to pick on the air today or tomorrow?
I'm ready for either, or is it either?
Oh, are we getting it today, Dean? Okay. Do we have someone to pick against? Oh, we do. Oh, that's fun. Very nice. We're going to talk to one of last year's people today once again. Oh, that'll be fun. I didn't know that.
Hey, they have a red-eye flight on airlines, right? It's
Yep.
called the red-eye.
Overnight,
Right.
sure.
Is there
Many.
is there a brown eye?
And what would that be?
I know.
I don't know.
A plane full of people from. Never mind.
Hey.
Headed to the West Coast?
We have actual brown eye news
Yeah, we
today.
do.
Brown eye news.
Brown-eyed girl.
Funny you'd bring that up.
It is funny you bring it. We were talking about this the other day, and my day has been going great, and my computer just went dead, so I'll have to do this from memory. There is a doctor out there talking about
I have it.
anal reconstruction
Yes.
and bleaching.
Okay.
And just give me a real quick guess, Josh. What do you think it costs to get the old
Just the bleaching?
The old dirt button cleaned up there.
Rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated and bleached, or rejuvenated? I'm going to say 10 grand.
Ooh, you're light.
Think again.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. So we'll get to that at
I
some
should think
point.
more highly of my anus, shouldn't I?
I guess you should.
I worked very closely with a gay man. He was amazing. He was very talented. I worked with him for 5 or 6 months. And we were doing some commercials and some promotional announcements, and he passed gas in the studio. Mm-hmm. And we both, boys will be boys, we both started laughing.
Sure.
I said, "Did you fart?" And he goes, "Hey, I'm just glad it works at this point."
Oh.
And you laughed even
And
harder?
I laughed even harder.
He can laugh at himself.
That's right.
Apparently, some of his proclivities became quite clear at that
It
point.
was tore up.
Bit of a bottom.
Yeah, apparently.
One can assume.
I would think, yeah.
Someone
Safely assume.
tried to wreck that baby.
He did the best. He did the absolute best John Wayne impersonation I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, well, handy.
Absolutely nailed it.
Now, like I said, my computer just went dead, so Christy, help me here.
What do you need, bud?
Here we go. It just came back.
You want the whole story right now?
No. Just a couple of teasers.
Oh,
We do have coming up in the news some interesting stuff in sports. As you mentioned, the NFL is coming back. By the way, you had the story yesterday about these two morons in the crowd at the U.S. Open, the tennis tournament.
Sure. The haircut guys?
One was giving the other a
Yeah.
haircut with a barber's cape and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. These guys apparently are TikTok stunt people.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
Yeah, I think YouTubers.
And they were thrown out of Wimbledon as well, right?
Yeah.
Because that guy who did this, he sounds really cool. I'd like to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Where are we going to get thrown out of this week, Artie?
But if you think about it, just think for 1 second. The one place, when you watch tennis, it's always funny because everyone's head is doing this kind of choreographed left.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, you got to follow
It's
the ball.
sort of the one place you don't really want to be getting a haircut because you got to hold still.
I
Yeah.
think that was maybe part of their joke.
Oh, yeah?
In which case, not bad.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe that. I didn't see that part.
I didn't either, but
Shave and a haircut, 30 love.
The crowd did the left and the right thing longer than ever for one match. It lasted 5.5 hours, and
good Lord.
Alcaraz, 19 years old, the youngest guy to win. The match ended at 2:30 this morning.
How did the loser behave? Gracefully, with dignity?
Actually, he did. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
because that's how
very good.
one does behave when they
Yes.
lose, not like...
It's certainly
Like
rare.
some other people we know.
You mean like
Yes.
Tennis.
Nick Kyrgios, who
Yeah.
tried to dig a
a
hole in the
God.
Baby.
Well, now, so we've got that
Grow
coming up. Some NFL info coming up. We are going to do the shoe-in of the week today.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk with Jess Hooker. We'll talk with Al Jackson. Al, I believe, is moving back into his own home. Is that tomorrow?
I think this is weekend, yeah.
What is this weekend? Once again,
Or it may
Al,
have actually happened.
Al and his girl had a...
Man, does anything sound worse than moving this weekend?
Yeah.
Good God.
Well, interesting. I was thinking about something. We have a news story today about the number of friends that people really have. Now, I'm not talking about so-called Facebook friends, but actual friends.
People you can really count on. If you picked up the phone and said, hey, I need help. How many?
Are we counting family?
No. Just, I mean, what we do, well, I don't know
geez.
what you would call friends. But there's part of the definition of that to me has always been someone who would help you move
Yeah.
or be, today's world, take you to the airport. That's and there's a certain age where you stop helping people move.
Or taking people to the airport. Uber.
Let me think. There's Ace, and that's just about it for me.
Okay, we'll find out
Sit in a
more.
room full of them right now.
Right now, I want to talk about the earbuds that make this show 10% funnier, if not 20. Those are, of course, the Raycon earbuds. Chick McGee was into these way before we started talking about them on the radio. We get love letters. Here's
Yes,
one
I was.
from, I got one right
Tell
here.
them about it, Tom.
This is a love letter from Chris. He goes, I'm walking 8 miles today, listening to the Bob and Tom show on my Raycon earbuds. I got
8 mile.
I got them for myself for my 50th birthday. Thanks for talking them up. Here's another one about the Raycon earbuds. This is from John. The big name ones I used to wear. I can't believe how comfortable the Raycon earbuds are. My eardrums are getting a hug.
Oh.
See, that's what the Raycons, it's all about the adjustable little, what do you call them, nibs?
The gel tips,
The gel
Tom.
tips? Okay, that's a better word for it.
The Raycon earbuds, the gel tips fit every ear ever made. You can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you need to. You can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout. And with Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and all that for around half the price of other premium audio earbuds. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000, and I think it's higher, 5-star reviews. And we've got a deal for you. Of course, we pulled some strings. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycons. One more time, buyraycon.com/Tom.
Hey, Pilgrim, your outfit is fabulous. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economy.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
The exhibit will have interactive elements. Visitors will be able to get drum tips from Max Weinberg or create a set list for an encore and compare it to one Springsteen has already done. Perhaps Los Angeles Dodgers closer Craig Kimbrell doesn't strike fear in the hearts of his opponents when his walkout music is Let It Go, but he gets the crowd behind him. Fans have been singing along as Kimbrell enters the game since Kimbrell took up his wife's suggestion to use the song from Frozen. He's not given up a hit in his last 6 games. And movie theater operator Cineworld has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection here in the United States. It's the latest fallout in the movie industry as it deals with losses stemming from the pandemic. The company that owns Regal Cinemas in the U.S. says it will remain open for business as usual, however. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real problem.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick 'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick 'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figured why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian and make that in a week?
Come on.
All right. Oh, there we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. You have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Like, you can't get a regular cheeseburger in L.A. Like, if you get a cheeseburger at a restaurant in L.A., it's always a burger that was happily raised by the owner's barber, Jeff, spelled Geof.
Of course, yeah.
I just want a cheeseburger. I want a burger made from a cow that was born and raised to be a burger. All right? I don't want a burger with dreams or hope. I want a burger that knew the deal. And I want a cheese that is 40% plastic. All right? I want a cheese that when I poop it out, I poop out a keychain.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the NFL Pick'em Show. Now, Josh, I'm going to ask you about this matchup. Who do you vote for? What a lunatic you are.
Sorry.
We were talking about football picks.
Could we get introduced to the show, please?
Christy Lee's here at the news desk.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold is here at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
Ace Cosby is here
Right on.
at the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold under the weather, and Pat Godwin is absent.
Okay.
So there you go. That's what we got.
Now, we were talking off the air about words that have stayed, sort of slang terms that have stuck around.
Oh.
Some of them have a short life, like boss.
I think there's no question.
Like, oh man, he was really boss.
No, that hasn't. That was not.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
But we talk about these with Al Jackson every day, every Thursday. Al will be our guest later on. But cool seems to have stuck around.
I don't think there's any argument. Cool's.
It's been on what is that?
60 years.
30s or more? Yeah, more than that.
Because Josh says "right on" every now and then, and it always catches my ear. I mean, it's okay. I don't,
I think of Mod Squad immediately.
Right on.
Right on.
Right on.
I think of Marvin Gaye.
Well.
There's a bunch of right-ons. That seems a bit dated. Do you ever say right on, Ace?
I just did. Yeah, he did. Just
are you saying it to be amusing? I can never tell.
Yeah, it's going for some chuckles.
Speaking of Marvin Gaye, this is the beginning of the Trouble Man soundtrack. And,
one of the great soundtracks.
You decide for yourself whether it sounds like instruments falling out of the truck as they're being delivered or not.
I think this is augmented.
Tad augmented. I believe Charlie Callis was also on that truck.
No, wait a second. Wait till the voice comes.
Some sodomy.
What happened there?
Who said so?
I don't know.
It was on the recording.
No one's better than Marvin Gaye. There's a lot of right-ons in there somewhere. We'll be exploring the world of language with Al Jackson coming up. Got a nice letter here just saying thanks for playing Here Come the Mummies. We opened the show with the great band Here Come the Mummies. They were live in our studio and we recorded that. That's a song about coming in your pants. About wearing your pants and coming to a show. Am I getting this right?
No.
Yeah. You're welcome. Jeffrey sent us a nice letter. We certainly appreciate your listening. And what I was trying to say before was we have this really cool NFL thing we've got going. It's you don't have to vote. You get to make your picks. Sorry, the Pigskin Pick'em. What's at stake? A Big Green Egg Mini Max every week. Get your vote in or your picks in today.
And you could win a big green egg.
It's very simple.
Mini Mac.
BobandTom.com/contest. Pick
amazing.
the winners. And by the way, if you do win every week, someone gets to talk to Chick McGee on the radio with the shoe-in of the week. And our first episode of that is today. So let's move forward.
Calm down.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
This email from Melissa. Hi, Tom. This is strictly for Tom.
Oh.
Wanted to share my pissing outside story with you. And this is from a lady, Melissa. I am from Wisconsin, so of course I work in a cheese factory. While working one night, I had to go outside, wake up a truck driver to tell him it was his turn to back in and unload his cheese.
Right.
Stop. This is not a euphemism.
Okay.
On the last step I took before knocking on the truck door, I slipped in a frozen puddle of, piss.
Oh, no.
The driver had whizzed out the door at some point. This sent me sailing, chick, ass over tea kettle, landing on my back, and it knocked the wind out of me.
I bet.
So please keep this in mind as the winter months are approaching.
A good heads up.
There you go.
Well, thank you very much. Now, we were originally planning on doing a special contest today in which we were all going to don adult diapers and see who could get the most urine in them in 2 hours.
No.
And there was a general strike.
Yep.
What do they call it?
I think we heard from
way too many people.
Many people, strangers.
Right.
Well, not strangers. They know me. I don't know them. They're coming up going, you guys can't pee in diapers. That's disgusting. And just walking away.
That's not who we are.
No.
We're not that show.
We're not that show. Too.
Oh, I think we are.
No,
I think we are. All right. Well,
So we just merely postponed it to later in the season.
No.
see, now this is my favorite part of Tom, Josh, and I know you're aware of this. This is where he thinks later on he's going to dazzle us with his wordplay
Right.
and talk us into doing it.
Now, here's what we got on our side. He'll forget.
Yeah, he'll forget.
Okay, well, we'll
I'm just glad he still knows what urine is.
Okay, now, what have we got to look forward to in the world of sports?
Well, the National Football League season is starting tonight, and that's right. You know what that means. You all remember this.
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
That's right. It's Monday Night Football on Thursday. That's right. The Los Angeles Rams hosting the Buffalo Bills tonight. A lot of people saying this is a preview of Super Bowl 58.
Really?
Maybe. That's right. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, and the Rams will raise their Super Bowl championship banner tonight. And don't worry, Bills fans. They have Labatt Blue in the house. It was delivered earlier this week. There's like $50,000 worth of Buffalo beer ready for all you Bills Mafia. Let's see. The second straight team tonight, Tom, to hoist the Vince Lombardi Trophy in their own stadium. And somehow they're underdogs against the Bills tonight. That's right. The Rams are getting, I think it's 2.5 or 3, depending on where. Remember that Bills Kansas City Chief game last year, man? Back and forth in the final seconds, like 100 points scored. It was amazing.
No, I remember that.
Just somebody
exciting.
who didn't have a dog in that fight. It was just an incredible game.
Hang on.
Must have been very painful for anybody who was a fan of either.
Did you hear what Christy said?
I did. Yeah, she didn't remember.
She didn't remember.
I'm sure she was watching. What the hell, Virgin Creek or
down by the river.
Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Have you seen Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris?
I have. Have you seen it?
No.
It was a lovely little film.
It looks like a lovely little film.
It was a lovely little film.
Tom, would you, under any circumstances, go watch a movie called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris?
I don't know if I were comatose.
It was a very sweet little movie.
It looks nice. Yeah.
What's it about?
A woman
Mrs.
in London.
Harris.
She works very, very hard. She's a housekeeper, and she saves up her money because she wants to buy one Christian Dior gown, and she goes to Paris.
Oh, God.
Does she find love? Or
I'm
at
not
least
gonna ruin the movie.
dabble?
I'm not going to ruin the movie.
Okay, thank you.
That's her dream.
Her
To buy a
dream.
dress.
Well,
Sounds
you
like
know,
a sweet story. Yeah, get to see some
loses
nice.
her husband in the war. It's like in the 40s or something.
okay.
It was really sweet.
Certainly the opposite of that Bills Kansas City game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, is this Mrs. Harris? Is she a round-heeled? Is she
No.
a woman of easy
Didn't I
She could have just banged somebody for a dress and
I
saved
would
her money.
think, yeah.
Was this a gag? Or I just briefly saw Peyton Manning
Yes.
was going to be on Emily
No,
in Paris.
that's true.
Yeah, and they cut him out or
No,
something.
he was
in
Peyton
Paris.
Manning was flying to Paris for the first time, and
Yeah.
they had moved the shoot a couple hundred miles south, and he didn't have the time to go down.
Oh, okay, because I thought he was going to do a cameo.
That's true.
The
He was.
apartment I stayed in Paris, the outside gate, isn't featured in the show.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. We'd only stay.
I don't know if you noticed that, but her nose went up in the air when she was.
Yeah, I couldn't help it.
Just a little bit. The gate was there on the show. Yeah. Also, last night, we've got the U.S. Open continuing. Well, actually, this morning it finally ended. Carlos Alcaraz has outlasted Yannick Sinner. I say Sinner, but sportscasters say Sinner. In the latest finishing match in U.S. Open history, advancing in the semifinals. He's the youngest man to ever advance to the semifinals. The match lasted 5 hours and 15 minutes and officially ended at 2:26 a.m. They were talking to this poor kid at 10 till 3 on the U.S. Open.
Longing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as you make your way home at 3 in the morning here in New York City, be safe. Oh, okay. And this guy's caught the imagination of the United States. Francis Tiafoe has become the first American man to reach the Open semifinals since 2006. The 24-year-old Tiafoe beat Andrei Rublev, and he... the partisan crowd at Arthur Ashe just loved this kid. So he beat Nadal earlier in the week. He's having a good time. And on the ladies' side, top-ranked Iga Swiatek has beaten Jessica Pegula.
What's harder, the names in tennis now or in hockey, George?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're both.
Hockey's the toughest, don't you think?
They're both a challenge. Both those players combined for 13 service breaks in all. Major League Baseball, Tom, one of your favorites. Who's your favorite player in Major League Baseball?
Well, he may be passing Roger Maris
That's
any
right.
day now.
What do we say when we talk about him?
He the man.
Well,
here comes
the judge.
Here comes the judge.
He's going to do it. How many? What does he have? 55 right now.
55 now. Yeah. You know when he hits a home run, I forget which Yankees broadcaster it was. He says, "All rise." Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Here's the reference.
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
Now that's not Sam. That's Sammy Davis.
That's Sammy Davis on Life years ago.
He did not originate that phrase.
That is correct.
Yeah. Who did, Tom?
Oh, what's the guy's name?
Pigmeat Markham.
Yes. We got
Maybe potentially the world's first rapper.
been an argument that is way before rap and hip hop.
Yes.
And it is exactly that.
Right.
It's before Blondie. It's before No Tell Motel. It's before all of them.
Yeah, wow. But, Aaron Judge is... he's going to definitely beat Maris at 61, don't you think?
We'll see.
Maris, I want to say... But as I recall, Maris was not at 55 yet when he did it.
At this point in time?
At this point, I'm sorry, if I'm making myself clear.
Yeah.
So.
Aaron Judge started the first game comeback, a Major League leading 55th home run. They played a doubleheader yesterday. Isaiah Kiner Falefa hit a go-ahead grand slam in the nightcap, and the Yankees swept a doubleheader from the Twins, 5-4 and 7-1. And Yu Darvish...
Me Chick
won his 13th as Padres beat Arizona.
I love crazy names like that.
Yu Darvish?
Yeah, my favorite used to be Ooh Thant.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Oh, I think old age finally took him out. Ooh, his first name was spelled letter U.
No, I thought he went into business for himself.
Well, of course. He became a mega millionaire. He started a company called Ooh Hall. You probably see there.
Man, that's a fine joke.
Trucks are everywhere.
Who you are.
Moving UN members from home to home.
That's right. I like Boutros. Boutros Ghali.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
I like him.
Oh, yeah. There's so many great names out there. I used to like Haile Selassie and his brother, Partly Selassie.
If Groucho
He was always overlooked, poor Partly.
He sure was.
If Groucho was still around, he'd have that. It's Haile Selassie. Another letter about Tom. I have lost many nights, it begins, many nights of sleep thinking about this, but never got around to writing in. So here I am. But since Tom mentioned his shower yesterday, I must get this off my chest. Some time ago, there was discussion on the show as to how Tom used 2 towels after a shower, one specifically for his ass matter. Please relay to him that if he has ass matter left anywhere on his body after taking a shower, he's not doing it right. And he needs to hire a guy to help him with that, as he has a guy for everything else.
If you buff, do you buff, Josh?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right,
the
between
towel
the legs.
between the legs.
I think you're the only person that does that.
I think you're the only one. You and Yogi Bear are the only ones.
Right.
I like to buff.
Why do you like to buff?
I like everything really dry down there. I'll stand in front of a fan sometimes and lift everything up and get all the corners nice and dry. And then I powder up every night.
The nooks and crannies.
And every morning I powder up.
On Saturdays, when I Super Shower Saturday, I let
you exfoliate. What do you?
No, I air dry. That's
really good for your skin.
Walk around the house.
It is very good for you.
Yeah.
What about the dogs? I always get concerned that they're going to get confused. And
she's very good about it.
And errant.
Help. Long-time listener, first-time writer. That's from Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
My towels are in the washing machine right now.
And and you use a towel, and that towel goes on the floor, and you use that as a bath mat, right?
No, I just...
What's the process?
So then you've got fecal matter on your feet.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, you're walking? You might as well walk and poop.
I have a little floor towel that I throw down there. And
what?
Why don't you have a bath mat?
I'm having trouble
It's kind of like a bath mat, yeah.
I'm having trouble finding a decent bath mat.
Oh, trick! I'll point you in the right direction.
Really?
Bed Bath and Beyond. By the way, don't try to use that as a parachute.
Oh my God! Wow!
Really?
Wow!
I like Restoration Hardware stuff. I ordered, and I was disappointed. I'm a member there.
I have those stone bath mats that soak up the water.
I had one of those and didn't care for it.
I love mine.
It's too cold.
No, not at all. Mine is not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about, Tom?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this?
The stone bath mat.
Oh, I thought you meant the bath.
No, I know what you're talking about. It's a little too soon for that.
Defenestrated, if you will.
Jeez.
You're doubling down.
Well, you know, when you're screwing all the people out of their money by selling your stock illegally, I think it's time to defenestrate.
Hey, coming up, we have a new iPhone 14.
An iPhone?
I've flown out of here.
Speaking of iPhone and parachutes. Oh.
Yeah, no, iPhone 14 was announced yesterday, and the Apple Watch 8.
And
I don't know what number I have.
iPhone 14 Pro Max is the same size as the 13 Pro Max, so don't worry about it being bigger.
We'll touch base with Apple.
But the 14 and 13 are still both made by slaves, right?
So you're not.
Okay. Baby slaves.
Yeah, no. Let's make no.
It's because their hands
about it. They're very young.
You can't put those parts in there with adult hands. It's too small.
We got some road work coming up. I know that Josh has got a show with Patty G and Willie coming up in October at the Ho Chunk Casino in the Wisconsin Dells. That'll be a Saturday night. But right now I want to ask Josh, when you're on the road, you save money. And there's no downside to travel for you because of Upside. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. What is Upside? It's the incredible app that everyone who buys gas, and yes, that includes you, needs to know about. Some listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000 with Upside. It's a no-brainer, and I recommend you download it immediately. Use promo code Bob and Tom. You're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up cash back. Christy, how much does it take to fill up your tank?
Right now?
How many gallons? I'm sorry.
24, 25.
So 24 times 25 is...
That's a lot.
That's real money, isn't it?
Yes. Real money, yeah.
And it adds up very quickly. It's an easy-to-use app. Did you know $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week with Upside? My gosh, that is not chicken feed, my friends. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward, and it's available at businesses all over the country. 30,000 plus, in fact, including those big name brands and those well-known gas stations you use all the time, as well as some of your favorite local businesses. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you very much, Josh.
And coming up in sports, we're going to have music to bring your closer on by, your pitcher.
That's fun.
What kind of entrance music.
That's become quite the thing this season.
And listen to me. We got a problem. What are we going to do about the San Diego Padres alternate uniform? We got to
see those?
We got to do something.
I haven't seen them.
Got to stop it.
I thought it was a Photoshop joke.
Yeah, we got it's a mess.
We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. My name is Mark Allison. For everything Bob and Tom, just check out their website, bobandtom.com. All the information you need, plus the Bob and Tom Show puppets smacking around Tom. There's Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day. Pat Godwin on his guitar there in the performance room singing a song. We have little videos and highlights, news and information about everyone in the cast, and links to all of our social media sites where bobandtom.com. And remember, you can always email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com, if you'd like to reach out to us to let us know maybe a request of a comedian or a bit you'd like to hear, or perhaps you'd like to junior win bag someone in the cast. That's okay. We love to hear from our listeners, and it's just that easy. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Heavy rains are complicating earthquake recovery efforts in southwestern China, where the death toll from Monday's disaster has risen to 82. More than 20,000 people have been moved to temporary shelters amid the threat of landslides and buildings collapsing in the mountainous regions of the Sichuan province. 35 others are missing, 270 hospitalized with injuries. A magnitude 6.8 quake that leveled buildings and sent boulders tumbling onto roads in Sichuan. Buildings were shaken in the provincial capital of Chengdu, where 21 million people are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown, confining them to their homes and residential compounds. Scientists are boasting about what they call one of the earliest amputation surgeries in humans. The journal Nature reports on the skeleton of an Indonesian child with part of her leg removed. It appears the leg bone was cut clean, suggesting it wasn't bitten off by an animal or crushed in an accident. It's believed the skeleton is 31,000 years old and suggests people addressed more attention to health issues than first thought. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy variety from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas. I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk. And then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me. It's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television.
McGee, so stick around.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chicky.
There's Ace Cosby manning that track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Later on, Al Jackson will join us. Jess Hooker joins us, and I will have the shoe-in. I said I'll have the shoe-in of the week. That's right, the first one.
And once again, our Pigskin Pick 'em. If you want to be part of it, bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the winners of this week's games, and you could be winning that big green egg mini max. We'll do one every week. You'll also get to pick against Chick McGee on the shoe-in of the week. I believe today, our first episode of that, will feature one of last season's winners, I should say.
It'll give you a chance to join something, okay? If you're out there alone, you know. Join us on the radio.
Have some fun. We're your friend.
Yeah, Jess is coming in. Have you seen the latest TikTok trend?
Uh-oh. It's not sucking on a bigger wiener, is it?
Jaegered hot dogs.
Jaegered hot dogs.
I have seen this.
Have you seen this?
It's much like beer hot dogs.
You
only
cook
they
them in
use
Jägermeister?
Jägermeister and then throw them on the grill. It's supposed to be delicious.
Oh, I see.
Man.
Wouldn't that would cook all the alcohol out, presumably?
Yeah.
Presumably.
So it's just the flavor of the
Yeah, no,
Jaeger.
but not that lovely licorice flavor.
Yeah.
So you're not taking a hot dog, cooking it, drilling a hole in it, and sucking a thing of Jaeger down.
No. They're called Jaeger bomb hot dogs.
Hang on.
I'll pass.
You can do that if you'd like. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Coming up, we have salmon sperm in the news.
I'll pass on that too.
Well, you'd be surprised. You may want one of these. It's a salmon sperm facial.
Super.
Coming up in the news.
Wow.
Also, we have a bunghole news.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, he said, desperately trying
Yeah,
to
please.
change the subject.
Christy, a bunghole is part of the process of making liquor.
I know. It's in a cask. Is that what they're called? Or
You said the salmon, it's a facial? Salmon
coming up, we have
Yeah.
salmon sperm in the news.
Isn't there somewhere where fish clean your feet off?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
have been
outlawed
shut
in the
down,
United
I believe.
States.
Here.
Justically walks to the mound, possibly Metallica. Is that Enter Sandman? Is that who that is? Metallica? I think it is.
Yes.
And Timmy Trumpet plays for Diaz for the Mets, whatever the hell his name is, or Welcome to the Jungle. Hell's Bells, maybe. Well, Los Angeles Dodgers closer Craig Kimbrell has decided he picked it himself. He's taking a kinder, gentler approach to the walk-up. He's using Let It Go from Frozen.
Wow.
As he makes his way to the mound.
Nice.
Nice. Kimbrell says the idea...
I wanted you to read ahead, but I wasn't going to correct you.
It's all coming into focus. Kimbrell says this idea came from his wife.
Oh, isn't that
so
sweet?
far, it's been a success. People love it, both on the mound and in the stands. Kimbrell has been lights out since he's entered to this music.
Well, he's stuck with it now.
Yeah, he is.
Sure is. Singing along to the kid-friendly tune. He's coming out of the bullpen, and parents and kids alike.
Now, on a similar note, except visually, the San Diego Padres uniforms... what's the word I'm looking for? Neon?
The San Diego Padres released Major League Baseball's newest and loudest City Connect uniforms early this week with a blend of neon pink, green sleeves, and yellow trim, and a green hat.
What? Is it 1983? What?
It reminds me of Miami Vice.
They sure are something.
It's...
Looks like something the Fat Boys would have worn. Remember? Yes.
What was their hit song?
Oh, they did the Twist, and
they did a version of the Twist.
Right? Yeah.
I know. I remember them doing that a lot.
I think they were both covers.
Yeah, they were. And then they did one about Freddy Krueger, I remember, too.
Well, there you go. If you want to hear an advertising agency throw out the hooey, ready? The color scheme pays tribute to the vibrant landscape of San Diego and Baja California.
Yep.
The ocean and pink and yellow sunsets.
2 cities, 2 cultures, 1 team.
That's right.
It's really
it's
very
something.
bright. Very, very bright.
The promo video for the uniforms includes shots of lowriders, surfers, skateboarders, including Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Native Tony Hawk wearing the uniform. Padres fans they like what they see based on the team shop. It's selling very well.
Okay.
So there you go.
Somebody told me that those neon colors were coming back, and I couldn't believe it. All right.
Oh, and I don't know if you've seen this. This is a photograph from the Barbie and Ken movie with Margot Robbie and the Goose, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, and they're wearing the neon.
I mean, you'd expect Barbie and Ken to be wearing those kind of colors. Sure.
It's not exactly as classy as the Yankee pinstripes.
Sure.
Yeah. Those are kind of timeless.
Yeah. They're kind of nice. Those are as opposed to the laugher that is the Padres. Remember, weren't the first terrible uniforms Oakland?
I think Oakland.
Those are great.
I thought
back in the day, weren't those considered to be
the green and
well, when they first hit, probably, but now they're considered classic. But the Chicago White Sox and the shorts,
when they wore shorts,
yeah, those were
I don't remember that.
And the big flappy lapels, yeah.
Wow.
Harry Styles has got that going on.
Did you see those lapels?
The dumb lapels. You look good in that shirt, Tom. We have that event tomorrow night. You should wear one of those big lapel shirts.
I'm not available. Now, are you familiar with this tune?
For me, I really like cone. Ever since I was told that cone is real, it tasted good.
The Corn Kid. Have you heard about this kid?
Oh, I've read about him, yeah.
Okay.
He's become a national phenom.
Yeah, the Corn Kid. Well, there's more coming from the Corn Kid. He's got a new title. We'll be hearing about him. And, of course, we'll hear a little bit of our famous Corn songs.
Corn, 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 corn.
We have 2
Can you at least play Haywoods, please? There he is.
Davenport.
Corn.
They're different songs. We'll be hearing a little more about corn coming up.
Oh, and what do you do when you win an MMA fight?
I don't know. What do you do, chick?
Flash your boobs. I'll tell you when we come back.
Okay.
Okay. Also coming up, two unusual amputation stories.
Oh, my God.
Yikes.
One of them involving a present-day alligator.
Yeah, and the
other is an old one. We'll find out about it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I notice you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life, but I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, 'cause it's too much work just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick. Flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
Killed 10 people in and around a Canadian Indigenous reserve. Died of self-inflicted wounds after his car was run off the road by police following a 3-day manhunt. 32-year-old Miles Sanderson was found near the town of Rosthern in the province of Saskatchewan yesterday as officers responded to a report of a stolen vehicle being driven by a man armed with a knife. Officers rammed Sanderson's vehicle off the road. The fugitive's injuries were self-inflicted, and investigators have not given a motive for the bloodshed. UPS plans to hire more than 100,000 workers to help handle the holiday rush this season. The totals are in line with hiring plans that the carrier had the previous 2 years. Holiday season volume usually start rising in October and remain high into January. While online shopping has slowed from the height of the pandemic, it's still well above historic norms. And South Africa is flying cheetahs to India and Mozambique as part of an ambitious effort to reintroduce the distinctive spotted cats in regions where their population has dwindled. Wildlife veterinarian Andy Fraser described the relocation as tough for the animals and said the challenging movement of cheetahs to India will require the cats to travel a much longer distance, and they will be treated with a tranquilizer that lasts for 3 to 5 days. 8 cheetahs will be flown from Namibia to India. South Africa will send 12 cheetahs in October. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, and obviously I live in Hollywood and there's constant entertainment news, and you just, everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line, Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know, she makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie.
Stop it. Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Do you like weird food? Are you a drug addict? Anything cool to talk about?
I love food. Food is my. Are you a drug addict? I'm very pale, but not a drug addict.
I'd like to be a drug addict just for a little while.
I love food. Mm-hmm. I even enjoy watching people make food. But you ever notice the Food Network is far more interesting when you're hungry? When you're full, you're kind of like, this is stupid. But when you're hungry, the Food Networks are like porn. You're like, oh, yeah. Whip it up, baby. Make it for me. I love eating late at night, too. You're not supposed to eat late at night. And then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning.
Where are you from?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Hi, this is Augie Smith.
Hey. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Thank you, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold and Pat Godwin both
on the DR?
Under the weather. DL?
DL, that's what I meant. DR.
Well, they went to the DR to find out that they are on the DL.
That's right.
Very good, very good. We hope the boys start feeling better.
Here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Thank you very much.
Did you know they changed ER to ED?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I noticed that on TV.
Yeah.
What is it now?
It's emergency department, not emergency room.
We got to stop doing this.
What the hell?
It's like STDs are no longer STDs. So if you got an STD, you don't go to the ER. You get an what do they call it?
You go to an ED?
STI.
You got an STI and you go to the ED. No, this is wrong.
So why is room offensive now?
No. I'm sure they're just going, hey, it's more than just one room.
Well,
yeah, but
everybody knows that.
Well, not children.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of children out there going, why do they call it the emergency room when there's that room and this room and that room and a big lobby?
I don't know. Why do they call it ED?
What?
Or ED.
They call it A&E in England. It's not emergency room.
What's A&E?
Accident and emergency.
Ooh.
Well, here it's Arts and Entertainment Channel.
Sure
That's
is.
true.
Okay.
And they offer some fine.
Absolutely.
Okay. I can't stand it anymore. Stop it. It's the ER. God, this is just going to confuse everybody.
Oh, ER. Oh, you're talking about the ED.
Yeah, the ED. Yeah. Okay, all right. Because isn't ED erectile dysfunction?
Yes.
Oh, that's also.
So when
and by the way, I did notice that there are certain publications that are not buying into this AI thing.
The AI.
Will you stop it with this?
Drives me crazy.
Do you know how old you sound?
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
For some reason, the dicks that are doing it they don't put periods in it, so it looks like Al.
Yeah.
AI to you looks like Al.
Yeah. Well,
you know what an L, capital L, looks like, right?
But it's if you use Helvetica. The point is, there are certain newspapers of major ones that aren't buying into that. They are putting the periods there.
Good.
Yeah. Or to keep the English language clean and clarity.
Okay.
A little bit of clarity. There you go. I'm sorry. Oh, well, what have you got over there?
One more, Tom. BKFC, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Oh, I thought it was like a big Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, that sounds good.
One of the female fighters, Ty Emery, became very popular after her celebration over the weekend. On Saturday, after a win, she got extremely excited and raised her top up and flashed the crowd after a knockout in Thailand.
She wasn't wearing a bra?
She was not. Well, she was. She lifted up her bra.
She didn't need to. She was
a sports
in Thailand.
Sports bra.
Just saying.
Now, in Thailand, I hope she dropped her drawers so we can determine.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not a ton of
Isn't Thailand famous for various...
And Josh will be in charge of casting a pall over the proceedings throughout the rest of the morning.
She flashed the other. I'm shocked that such classless behavior would be done by an athlete in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
According to reports, Emery said she told them that she's gained a ton of followers.
Yeah, I bet.
And it paid a lot of money on OnlyFans after that viral celebration.
Boy.
That's why she did it.
Well, good for her. Make money. Flaunt it. If you got it, flaunt it, they say, Christy.
Flaunt it,
I
baby.
guess.
Flaunt it. Isn't that Zero Mott?
Oh, well. Sorry, we were bothering Tom.
Emery's OnlyFans page saw a
whoa.
62-fold increase. I haven't
Have you
seen
seen
it.
it?
I haven't seen the goods.
I think you might like her.
Dude, ass for days.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Whip it around there.
It's awesome.
That's not her.
That, well, that's...
I mean, you can't see her.
Can I see it, please?
See your face.
You can see her face. I just didn't scroll down. Would you like to see her
Well,
face?
but there's her booty from another angle.
right.
I don't think.
All right.
I don't know.
But speaking of booties, we have a dirt button news coming up.
And just like that, you totally redeem yourself.
We'll be finding out about, what is it called? Anal rejuvenation?
Yes.
That's in the news. Is that sports?
Yes, sir. That is.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
It's like he has a meeting to get to.
I know. He's like,
Well, no, I don't want him to do sports where he hasn't read it yet. He's
got his
reading
car-
ahead.
Shut up!
He's reading some article, and we're supposed to fill in while he pauses to read ahead.
It's called conversation, Tom.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you find that story on your own?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
It all makes
Well,
sense.
he hadn't read it yet, nor had he edited it.
And edited it. We need to edit.
So we'll be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Christy,
we'll
what?
do it tomorrow.
I'm happy to do it tomorrow. I just don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't have.
Gosh,
a
Well, you know what? That's why we're
need to know
here.
anything about it.
We
I'm
want
telling
it
you
in-
about
That's
it.
not how we got here. Let's move forward.
Oh, God.
What have you got over there, Christy?
Apple has unveiled several new products, including the iPhone 14 as part of its annual September event. The new iPhones will become available for pre-order on September 9th. The company also launching the Apple Watch Ultra, which will cost $799. The watch offers a variety of special features tailored for outdoor enthusiasts.
Oh, that's cool.
Including a black and red screen for night mode and 36 hours of battery life. Other items that were announced this week include the new AirPods Pro and the Apple Watch Series 8.
The 14 Pro Max with 1 terabyte costs $1,500.
Yeah. And the Pro Max won't be, you can pre-order, but it comes out October 7th, and you'll get the other one by the 16th.
Is that, I get confused. Is that the bigger one?
Mm-hmm. Pro Max is the biggest one, yeah.
Okay. And I think the new Apple Watch, 36 hours of, and apparently you can vaporize your enemies when you're in the woods.
Oh.
You just hold it up and.
At last, an option we all can use.
Oh, this is very exciting. It's got an amazing camera, I'm sure. I look forward to seeing one out there. When does the new iPhone become available to actually possess in your hand?
The 16th for the Pro and the Pro Max on the October 7th. But you can pre-order starting tomorrow.
You know what Apple does? They always under-promise and over-deliver. I mean,
Yeah, you probably will get it within 2 days if you pre-order it.
Depends on how fast the whipping goes.
Josh.
They're over there.
Now, you can take your Apple or whatever phone you've got and or your computer and log on to bobandtom.com/contest and enter the Pigskin Pick'em this week. Now, the first game, of course, Chick McGee, is tonight, and you're going to be doing your picks, the shoe-in of the week picks. But you can you can win yourself a big green egg mini max, and all you have to do is pick all the winners. Last season, we had a number of weeks in which someone got every game, but whoever does the best wins the Minimax, plus they get to talk on the radio with Chick McGee and make their picks. It's very exciting. One of last year's winners will be doing the shoe-in picks coming up in a couple of hours here on the Bob and Tom Show. I certainly look forward to that.
And a sneak peek for the picks up at the Chick McGee on Instagram.
Okay, and you're not going against the spread when you do this on the bobandtom.com/contest page.
I am, by God.
Well, that's different. That's the shoe, and I don't want to get everybody confused. So just have some fun. Pick the winners, and we'll look forward to having you win.
Gosh, one of those mornings. Christy, what's up?
Are you done? I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I was just trying to do a little plug, something interesting.
He's loaded for bear today.
Well, no, I have a broken computer. I can't look at any of this crap you're referencing that I don't know about. So,
it's still not working for you.
Wait a minute. I thought that was just one button and you fixed it.
No.
You want to use my laptop?
That's okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay, because
so
I
can't look at the woman exposing herself to talk about her because I can't see.
Well, they don't really. She doesn't. It's from the back that the photograph is.
Well, if you want to use my laptop, just let me know. I can.
Okay.
Or
sanitize the keyboard.
Christy could flash you. I bet they're not that different. I mean.
Oh, I bet they are. This girl's what, 22?
So you're not objecting then to his suggestion?
Yeah, I'm objecting to that. You would not.
Don't get your hopes up.
So, Christy, you're saying we'd have to scroll down a little farther?
Yeah.
What kind of world do we live in? They are still blurring out her boobs. Come on.
It's getting silly.
It's ridiculous. We've all seen strange women's boobs by this point.
This is in Thailand, though.
Well, yeah. Thailand, there are no rules, right?
You would think.
Also, I would think in Thailand, they better have her drop her bottoms just to make sure that she's in the right category. Thailand is kind of famous for...
I have to agree with Josh. That one picture from her Instagram shows that big booty, and then when you look at her in the ring, you're like, so it's all angle, I guess, when you take a picture.
Or Photoshop.
Yeah.
Brought that up. I bet you don't think there's an app that enhances your bottom, do you?
But there's a surgery that enhances your bunghole. He said, doing the ultimate segue.
He said excitedly.
A recent trend in plastic surgery involves patients shelling out upwards of $25,000 for anal rejuvenation. And we're going to have that story coming up in just a second.
I had no idea.
You want to hear about this.
You got to want it, man.
You got to want it.
Gotta want it.
You know what? I guess if you need it, you pay for it. You know what I mean? You're happy to pay.
There's different things that they do back there. It's not just not just the dirt button, but they also augment the actual buttocks. What's the word I'm looking for? Like silicone.
Look at the Kardashians.
Implants?
Yeah.
Implants.
Didn't they used to shoot fat in there from other parts of your body or something?
Yes.
We always have those news stories about someone who does it in a garage in Miami, and they're putting tire filler in their ass, and hey, they get sick. What a surprise!
Right.
If you're going to have plastic surgery, just a little recommendation from Tom here: go to a professional. You know what they call a physician. Someone who has, I don't know, maybe an office with anesthesiologists,
and hey,
clean chairs, not a guy unloading something from his trunk and saying, hey, bend over that stack of tires, I'm going to make your ass bigger.
You want to go to the real professional, and if you do, you're going to need money. And guess what?
Are.
I've got a way to tell you how to make a little money. That's right. It's called Upside. It's an incredible app, and everybody that buys gas needs to know about it. You get gas, you need to get Upside. Some listeners have already earned over $200, $400, even as much as $1,000. Well, in fact, I had a guy message me $1,100 in the last year.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
I saw got message $164 to fill up his tank.
Yeah.
One guy. Yeah, in
Jeez.
California. Can you imagine?
Who couldn't use a little extra money?
Yeah.
Use promo code Bob and Tom after you download Upside. You're going to get 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up cash back. That's right. It's easy to use, and it's real money that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other loyalty program or credit card reward, and it's available at businesses all over the U.S., 30,000 plus, and that includes those big-name brands and well-known gas stations you use all the time. plus some of your favorite local businesses. Use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. The app is free, and with that promo code, Bob and Tom, you get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Oh, gosh, Josh, you look so young. Did you get a little plastic surgery, maybe get your little cheek implants? Oh, no, it was your bunghole.
Yes. Thank you for noticing. I spent 25 grand on it. I was hoping somebody would know.
That's coming up in the news.
Which do you like more, bunghole or dirt button? I can't decide.
I have a question. Do you suppose that they show pictures of
before and after?
No, I mean, like, does the surgeon go, no, I can make it look like this?
Well,
he'd have
they do that with boob jobs, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, they show you what they can do.
Don't they use celebrities or something?
It was really, it was weird back in the 90s when people were asking for the Rachel anus.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet.
Well, I'd have
even to this
see
day.
it. Yeah.
Probably still intact. We're going to touch on that and maybe even kiss it when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This is...
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick, empowered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
And oh, by the way, the Bills are preseason favorites to win the Super Bowl after falling short in the AFC divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs last January. Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge hit his Major League leading 55th home run. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa hit a go-ahead grand slam in the nightcap, and the Yankees swept a doubleheader from the Twins, 5-4 and 7-1. Interleague action, Atlanta beat Oakland 7-3. Also winning, the White Sox, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Kansas City, and Houston in the American League. Winners in the National League, the Mets win twice. Also, Colorado, the Dodgers, Philly, Cincinnati, St. Louis, and San Diego, other winners. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide. And get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, my.
Just look at that. What am I going to do?
What's wrong, honey?
Look in the mirror, all that gray. Boy, did it sneak up on me.
No, it didn't.
You mean it's been gray for a long time?
Only all of your life. Sweetie, your brain matter is supposed to be gray. Now close up your cranium and come to bed.
All right, dear. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you.
I totally agree.
Ha, 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 ha. If the top of your head is bushy and gray, hair color is not your problem. Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your cerebellum.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Ha, 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 ha.
Just for morons. From Friggamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married, very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away with it, but you can't ever tell anyone.
Ever. Anybody. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold manning the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
Hey, man, there's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Pat Godwin missing in action. I never will forget the sound of his guitar and his voice.
No.
Man.
There's some who say if you come here late at night, you can still hear it.
Oh, that's a wonderful thought. Willie Griswold has COVID, Pop, is that right?
Yeah, Willie's got the COVID.
Okay.
Got the COVID.
How symptomatic is he?
I don't
Doing
know.
okay? All right.
Just you got the test, and it's a positive.
I'll have to check on him.
When I had it, I wanted to die for like 8 hours.
There are moments where you're like, oh, yeah, I can see how this would take somebody up.
Yeah, I can see this. Yeah.
Well, we have a lot to get to here, including we did not do a world record today.
And why is that?
The record was so boring, and then after I'd read about it for a while, I found it wasn't even a record yet. It was a attempt at a record that it was so stupid.
Well, I applaud you for sparing us.
It was they're trying to get the hopscotch world record.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Are they adults?
You remember Georgia Tech did this a couple months ago?
Hopscotch?
Yeah, they got the world record. I don't know what's next. Tiddlywinks and Jacks. The most chalk used by someone over the age of 7.
No, I did beat a Jacks record, but it wasn't what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Now,
what the hell is Tiddlywinks anyway?
You would take one little tile, like a round tile,
and
like
imagine like a
flip
guitar.
the side of it so that it would
say
flip.
like a guitar pick,
right?
Except round,
right.
Yeah. And you
try to get it in a cup, right?
Yeah, you would flip. Yeah,
it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I'm not sure it's going to be world record material.
Okay.
So we didn't have that world record, but yesterday on the show we did have an interesting world record from our friend David Rush, and I have a letter about that. You'll recall the record was for popping balloons in your armpit.
Yeah, but he was hanging upside down from gravity boots.
David, as I said yesterday, in the same spirit of the Fosbury flop, in which Mr. Fosbury developed an entire new technique for the high jump, revolutionizing the sport. I think David Rush has revolutionized the world of armpit balloon popping. And it was during that discussion, and he's hanging upside down from a ladder, and the balloon's popping in his armpit. You can see a nice video of that on David Rush's website. I bring it up because I got this letter. While taking care of 3-month-old Lila, which is, by the way, one of my favorite names. I just love that name. Lila.
It's very nice. Lovely.
I had a friend named Lila.
Lila.
Let's see. I put Lila down for her nap. I was sipping my iced tea when Christy said, if she popped balloons with her thighs, she'd get really wet.
Yeah, I remember when you said
Well,
that.
now wait, you said water balloons.
Sure.
Oh,
You left out
there
an
is
important-
that is the distinction.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just reading it the way it's written. Yes, they were water balloons. Let's see. Randall here spit iced tea everywhere, just missing Lila in the crib.
Sorry, Randall.
The noise, however, woke her up. Thanks a lot, fellas. Okay, yeah, you're very welcome, and good luck, Lila. I hope you
What
had
a sweet girl.
had a great nap, little Lila. Now,
We've had girls on in the news with powerful inner thighs before.
Sure, they can break
Yeah, they
things
break things, and of course.
that's probably a fetish, I would assume.
I would assume.
Yeah, it must be.
There's probably a website you can.
Well, I don't think
women.
I don't think we've given the balloon popping enough examination here on the show. You know, that's a big time fetish. That's very popular.
Where you jump on it, or
no, you watch girls pop balloons in the anticipation of the balloon popping.
Yeah, they sit on it and kind of move until it pops, and
Are they
step on them.
clothed?
I think they're probably scantily clad, but I think the idea is the anticipation.
Yeah.
Just what see, who knows what imprinted at some 4-year-old birthday party when the person was 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
40. Let's go. Let's go. Of age.
Well,
No. Sexual things imprinted at a very young age.
Oh, very, very early.
There was a Bond villain who could kill people with her thighs. Do you remember that? It was one of the Pierce Brosnan ones.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going for a joke. Really?
No, but her name is kind of a joke. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
She would put. I remember that
Yeah, she would
headlock.
yeah, exactly.
She would
Headlock and break their
them.
neck.
Yes, I do remember that.
It was sexy. It's a way to go.
Well, that's your typical Ian Fleming.
Well.
Remember, Ian came up with the very clever name, Pussy Galore. I've always wondered how the publishers went, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
What about octopus?
I know. I've never understood any.
Snatch face Malone we're not going to take. But Pussy Galore, no
Well, that was a
problem.
Dick Tracy film.
Yeah, okay. Oh, could you grab that, please?
I can hear you, Tom. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Chase Tail, and this is some other news.
That was Jason Taylor.
Well, the NFL begins the regular season tonight. It's time to once again talk about quarterbacks. Now, there have been many great quarterbacks in the NFL: Johnny Unitas, Joe Montana, Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah.
But most experts agree that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. It's harder to pinpoint the all-time worst quarterback, but generally people in the know think it's a tie between every quarterback drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Browns.
Oh.
Historically.
Speaking of former Browns quarterbacks, the record for quickest nickname change for a quarterback undoubtedly goes to Johnny Manziel, who went from being Johnny Football to being Johnny out of football to being Johnny fan-controlled football. Now, for those who don't know, fan-controlled football is a football league where the fans decide what their team's next play will be.
Oh, great.
So expect to see a lot of teams going for it on 4th and 40. Can you imagine if Tom Griswold were to control his own team? Every play would be a flea flicker or some trick play like the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost hear his motivating locker room speech from the game before the game. Now, get out there, fellas, and show me some of that razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, fan-controlled football is a great idea. If you've ever been tailgating, you see just how well fans control their drinking. Let's get these drunks bossing around a bunch of huge athletes.
Yeah.
Hey, let's look at some quarterback history. The quarterback with a name that makes you most want to giggle has to be Y.A. Tittle.
Of course.
Yeah, some may remember he had a penchant for spinning out the grasp of would-be tacklers in a move that became known as the Tittle Twister. And finally, the quarterback who had the most appropriate name of all time has to be Ryan Leaf. He looked good in the summer, but dried up and blew away in the fall. Incidentally, Ryan Leaf was the number 2 pick in 1998 behind Peyton Manning, and he continued to play like number 2 for the rest of his 4 seasons in the NFL. Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Chase Tail, and this has been Some Other News.
That Chase is good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of tails, This is the perfect segue, Christy. You've got the story about
Yeah, a recent trend in plastic surgery apparently involves patients shelling out upwards of $25,000 for anal rejuvenation procedures. Manhattan-based surgeon Dr. Evan Goldstein said, quote, "I did not think I would be playing with ass all day. That is for sure."
That was ass all day.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think contextually, Josh, I appreciate your parsing, if you will, of the sentence. Yes, Dr. G says, playing with ass, pause, all day. It could have been misinterpreted in the context of anal rejuvenation.
People come in with really bad booties. Dr. Evan Goldstein, by the way, is a gay man. He began his career as a cardiothoracic surgeon, but found an opportunity in anal surgery for cosmetic as well as sexual function and wanted to help his community. Anal Botox, dilating and tightening services run from $5,000
This flashlight's not doing anything.
to $25,000.
Slow down for a second. Anal Botox?
Yes.
So,
well, you don't want your
you don't want it wrinkled.
booty to look all old, do you?
Yeah, all puckered.
Yeah.
Really? This is crazy.
You know, like an orange at the top of the orange.
So you're taking all the wrinkles out of...
I have no idea what they're using it for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
$5,000 for small pricks in the backside. Okay.
Meanwhile, other physicians provide butt-related niche procedures, such as Dr. Norman Rowe's use of non-invasive radiofrequency energy to heat and tighten anal tissues.
Wait a minute. It's WASS radio. Ass radio.
All of the hits.
They're using radio frequencies to do what?
It's actually quite common, not for this, but I've actually had this done.
What?
The radio frequency energy facial. I've had it done on my face and neck.
You didn't have it done to the old
No, of
dirt
course
button.
not. Not on my, no.
I tell you what, if you had that, you could. What would those photographs go for on OnlyFans?
No.
Oh,
It'd be
so
huge.
much, yeah.
No, I don't.
So you had that,
I've
what was
had
it called?
it's called a radio frequency facial.
Have you ever had a 6-year radio veteran facial?
What would that entail, Josh?
Well, maybe you get
You'd have to find someone who's been in the air 6 years.
Yeah.
Wait a second, Josh. How long have you been in the radio?
6 years.
Oh, you provide a facial.
You dirty-minded young
So this is unbelievable to me that...
Well, that's because you don't live in that world, and it's foreign
anal
to you.
bleaching isn't
We've
that
talked about that for
but
years.
isn't that like washing your car when you know it's going to rain?
Oh, it's...
I mean...
Eventually it's going to get...
eventually it's going to, brown up a little bit.
I guess so.
My buddy dated a burlesque dancer who got that done frequently.
Right.
And he said...
Frequently?
Yes. He said it was, I'm quoting him, silver back there.
Oh, my.
He said it was the color of silver.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think that's about? All of a sudden.
I honestly, I'm not going to say anything. I don't know what colors it's supposed to be.
I would assume a nice healthy pink or
You're right.
some variation of that.
Some sort of metallic.
I mean, silver's...
She had the anus of the Terminator.
Josh brought up an important point yesterday. Is it stained or does it just appear?
Yeah, is that just the striate? Is that the muscle, like dark meat in a turkey?
Yeah.
Or does it get stained over time?
I mean,
but you guys have had babies. When you wipe down there, are they already brown eyes?
I never looked. I don't know.
I'll have to open up my iPhone and look at the photos.
Don't you look at everything and go, oh, hey, he has my...
No.
He's got my scrotum. That kind of thing?
That's where the term came from during birthing. Well, crap the bed. And,
no, that's not where it came from.
So that happens quite often.
It does, because it feels like you're having a bowel movement.
These doctors do, but the one guy specializes in anal rejuvenation.
Yes.
$25,000.
Up to $25,000, yep.
But isn't it ironic, though, that you can't be a tight ass to get one?
Yeah.
How does that? I mean, we'll reword this. I mean, if you're shelling out 25 G's just for the old,
something there.
You're paying out the ass just to get.
There we go, to get yours cleaned out. Or no, wait a minute. This joke needs work.
You know what though? If you have a major prolapse, something's going on. You happily pay the $25,000. I bet.
Well, of course.
You got a party favor hanging out.
You have to stay home. Yeah. You don't want a sleeve hanging out.
Yeah, no, of course.
Guys.
Here comes Mr. Windsock.
again, the conversation would go like this. Josh, I can't know what it is. That was a great round of hoops.
Yeah.
I can't help but noticing. Did you get a little work done? Your eyes look a little different?
Oh, not my eyes, Tom.
Oh, what was it?
My anus. You see, I went to Dr. Goldstein, and he really...
Let me show you. Zip.
I think they do that, like women like to show their breasts off.
Well, $25K, I'm showing somebody.
Yeah.
Give this a feel, huh?
Now,
It's like frozen calamari.
We were talking about this before with both you and with Jess.
What?
She'll back me up on this, that when your friends get boob jobs,
Oh, they immediately want to show
they want to show you.
And they want you to feel them.
I always see women go, feel these, feel
Yeah,
these.
of
Yeah,
course
that's a
they
big
do.
point. Yeah.
So I think the parallel question here is it
That's why I
if
asked.
someone has their dirt button rejuvenated, thank you, Ace, for the chuckle. If they have their dirt button, do they want to show their buddies or their significant other?
You spend $25,000 on it, you might want to show it off.
Josh, have you ever squeezed a faux pair, if you will?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And it's and I had no idea they were faux.
Some you can tell, some you just, I mean, you're
just
like, these are
can't.
the great, I can't believe, whoever your doctor is deserves a Nobel Prize.
I mean, comically large, you can guess, but it's amazing if they are.
But again, back to the topic, which is the rejuvenated anus, which would be a great title for a book, though. Doesn't that sound like some new psychologist? Tonight, sitting in for Dr. Phil, author of The Rejuvenated Anus.
Dr. Thomas Pinchhoff.
Dr. Hack.
My point is...
Hack Hackson's actually not bad. He should change his name.
Who's going to, unless it's a medical condition, who's going to benefit from you having that done other than you?
Right.
I was supposing maybe your friends who view it and...
Maybe, or if you are a gay man, you go, hey, you want me to be tighter back there for you? That could be a thing.
Who knows?
Did you
Did
hear,
this just get too real?
Did you hear the scream?
I don't know why. I would imagine that's got to be a thing, right?
But now, let me ask you this, Christy. You were saying before that when a woman goes in to get a boob job,
Yes.
they will show her photographs of other boobs and say, "Would you like yours to look like this?" I guess, right? And I know I've seen this also. They have a machine for like if you're getting a rhinoplasty,
Right, and they'll tell you, they'll take a before and after, and they show you
and
exactly.
they'll show what you're going to look like if you get your, which is fine. I mean, if for whatever reason they need that done, that's great. I don't object to that at all. But I'm just wondering, do they do the same thing for this anal rejuvenation?
I bet they have cards or something.
Do they have like celebrity? Oh, this is what no one knows. This is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
You know what? I think a lot of people
and
know.
And then over here, we're same family.
What is that? Carlsbad Caverns? No, that's the Elton John.
I went
this one very athletic. Caitlin.
I had to laugh.
A little bit. We had to remove a lot of hair.
I had to laugh. I went to a plastic surgeon one time and I said, I'm thinking about doing some stuff. And he goes, all right, great. And he showed me the before. He goes, this is what, he goes, and look, you're going to look like you did 20 years ago. And he showed me the after. I go, I've never looked like that. It horrified me.
I think in many cases it works great and does lots of things.
It does, but
this is just I just think so weird. But I guess if that's what you need. But $25,000 to tighten up the old behind.
Yeah.
And they also do stuff like you were saying, silicone implants of butt implants.
Oh, of course, that's a big deal.
I could use those. I have no way.
A lot of people do those.
Would you consider doing that?
No, I would not.
I would imagine it feels like one of those stadium cushions.
It's got to be great. It's got to be so comfortable.
Yeah, whenever you sit down, wouldn't that be kind of
cushy?
Weird?
Cushy.
Yeah, probably at first. Yeah.
Well, you know what that reminds me
What
of?
if it bursts, though? You sit on it.
I suppose that could happen with anything.
Yeah, a boob implants burst.
Get it replaced. Do they come with a guarantee?
I would insist on one, yeah.
And am I correct? I believe they have a chip inside them that has some kind of...
it's on the boob.
That has like the whatever it is, like the lot number.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if they're recalled,
that's
like
exactly
you see those
right.
things, they recall peanut butter. Can you see that in the evening news? We have 2 recalls tonight: peanut butter with this serial number, and if you have fake boobs, you may want to check.
No, it's just like a tub of cottage cheese. The dates and the numbers right on it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan. There are a lot of great plastic surgeons out there.
Oh, I am too. Believe me, but
I just
some of my good friends are plastic surgeons.
When they do this anal thing, can they also like install an air freshener down there?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Like a chip.
Yeah. I'll take new car.
I think that would be.
I always pick new car. It's funny.
That would be far more objectionable than the look.
Would you like that new car smell? When you go to the car wash place and they ask
I always get new car. What do you get?
I always get. I
say no thanks.
Don't put anything in here.
Yep.
Oh,
same
no,
here.
I get new car.
Well, it's because I often have a new car.
Right. I don't need it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Chick, who's on the third year of his lease, hasn't broken 1,000 miles in the car yet.
There was a pandemic. I told you it can be explained.
Coming up, we're going to talk with Jess Hooker. And Jess, interestingly enough, is currently having her tattoo sleeve removed.
Oh, that's right.
One laser blast at a time.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Painful.
Also, we have the Shoe-In of the Week coming up, and I want to remind you real quick, we've got a really cool contest going on. And it just takes a little bit of brain power or maybe just dumb luck. We're talking about picking all the games in this week's NFL, the first week of the NFL season, which begins this evening. So get your entries in, we're saying like prior to, 8 o'clock-ish
Yeah, give or
Eastern
take.
time.
Yeah, before kickoff.
You can do it right now, bobandtom.com/contest. You're not going against the spread. Just pick all the winners.
Andy says that through an email, Dear Bob and Tom, let your listeners know that I just entered, so I've won the contest. I just wanted to tell you guys, I'll enjoy talking to Chick.
Yes.
And is that written, is that from the Ace Cosby book of...
Unreasonable Confidence? It might be.
One of my neighbors drove by the other day, nice guy, and he goes, hey, tell Chick I already signed up so he can just bring the grill right over to my house.
Oh, it's the Rolls Royce of grills, the big green egg mini max.
Manifest.
Oh, you're going to love it. So just check it out right now, won't you? bobandtom.com/contest. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Al Jackson, one of my favorite human beings. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick 'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, up, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg. Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hey, you got the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone, right? Well, you know someone who might like the Bob and Tom Show app. You should tell them it's free and available in the iTunes and Google Play Store, depending on their mobile device. They know where to get their apps. You can listen to your local station. Tune in to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. It's the Bob and Tom 24-hour comedy station. Contact us directly via text or email with just one click. Listen to those free Bob and Tom podcasts I told you about. You can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. It's the Bob and Tom Show app, and we want it to be spread around the world. As a matter of fact, it already has been. It's like an infection. Lots of people from around the world listen each and every morning. They aren't even tuned in to their radio station. They're listening through Bob and Tom 24/7. And that's the way we like it, because we're here together, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. More coming up. Jess Hooker and Al Jackson and you. Oh, and did I mention Chick McGee with his shoe-in of the week? That's right. On the way, you'll know who to pick and make money on this week. Right.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The guitar that Bruce Springsteen holds on the Born to Run album cover and Clarence Clemens' saxophone are going on display at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles starting October 15th. Besides stage clothes and other instruments, the exhibit will have interactive elements. Visitors will be able to get drum tips from Max Weinberg or create a set list for an encore and compare it to one Springsteen has already done. Perhaps Los Angeles Dodgers closer Craig Kimbrell doesn't strike fear in the hearts of his opponents when his walkout music is Let It Go, but he gets the crowd behind him. Fans have been singing along as Kimbrell enters the game since Kimbrell took up his wife's suggestion to use the song from Frozen. He's not given up a hit in his last 6 games. And movie theater operator Cineworld has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection here in the United States. It's the latest fallout in the movie industry as it deals with losses stemming from the pandemic. The company that owns Regal Cinemas in the U.S. says it will remain open for business as usual, however. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick 'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick 'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
When your horse says run, its very last race, and there's nothing left to do. Giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our swale in a pail, every kid in your group will receive a free hot fudge sundae silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show. With the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
With Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold under the weather. Same for Pat Godwin.
Oh, it's a shame. I got a request for Pat right here.
Oh. Here, maybe I can do it. What song?
Oh, there you go.
It's the one, it's the Mellencamp knockoff. I was corn in a small town.
Oh, okay. Yes, I could do it. I refuse.
We have a whole corn hunk coming up in the news. Big corn news.
You know, we do have all this stuff recorded.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is.
Yeah, we could just play it.
No, it doesn't have that live. I like that live feel. We live in a world where everything's fake and not happening, and when I like the liveness of this show. For example, when I get irritated by Chick McGee Sports every morning.
Have you thought about seeing a well-qualified therapist at any point?
Why should I ruin some therapist's life?
Well, that's certainly a noble
You wouldn't want to
thought.
improve ours, would you?
Remember talking to Dr. Will about this? He was saying sometimes he would, back in the day when he was doing therapy, he'd look at his daily roster and go, oh boy, 10 o'clock. I'm not sure I can talk myself out of hanging myself.
That damn guy.
That has to be
I said to my therapist recently, I go, I'm your favorite client, aren't I?
And they said?
She said, I enjoy our visits.
Okay.
They have pretty strict rules. They have what they call boundaries.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten a meal in a restaurant with Tom?
Yes, yeah.
Did he or did he not look at the server and say, we're going to be your favorite table?
You know, I don't think he has.
Really?
But I've heard it from enough other people that I know that it happens. But no, he's never done that with me.
If we're being especially annoying, I will try to make sure that they understand there's a large tip coming, and so please bear with the idiocy of those surrounding me.
Sure.
Because
I apologize.
Oh, like you're not contributing to the idiocy.
Well, no, I'm not in the band leader.
When Tom and I dine together, it's a very
Yeah?
lofty conversation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Literature
Of course,
and
yeah.
poetry.
And anal bleaching.
Oh, sure. In fact, we recently dissected Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, by dissected, we cut up the pages, use them to start a fire. We have a need right now, I think, for what I would call a palate cleanser, if you will. Because, as I said earlier, you have a friend in the joke business.
Who's that sexy man with the deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What's green and fuzzy, and if it fell out of the tree, it would kill you?
Oh, what?
A pool table.
See, that's a whole new sphere of jokes.
Sure.
I love that.
Absurd.
Everything about it is true.
It is true.
It's like a 2.
Oh, out of 3?
Well, at least it's a joke. I mean, instead of just a sentence.
Okay. Got this letter here.
Jimmy Pardo were in here and said it. You would be on the floor.
Oh, man. That guy can do no wrong.
As you know, I'm a big fan of seasonality.
Sure, why
if
wouldn't
you will, because we live in a culture in which there are no seasons anymore, or they're defined by pumpkin spice.
That's right. And who says we can't wear white after Labor Day?
No, I'm talking about, for example, right now, depending on where you are, great tomatoes.
Oh,
let's face it.
Yeah.
Almost too many. If you
There's no such thing as
Get out there, support your farmer markets.
Yes.
You hit all the old man topics.
This is an old man topic.
Yes, it is.
No, this is reality.
You talk about tomatoes. You talk about which route you took. You talk about your gas mileage. You talk about minorities. You talk about...
for example, right now, sweet corn is...
Sweet corn.
It's kind of
It's
peaking.
peaked.
Yeah, maybe peaked. But, I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
the best.
Right.
Great sweet corn, great tomatoes right now.
Do you go around or across?
Across.
I go across, and I got in trouble with my little girl because
Around?
I kept noticing that when we'd be done with dinner, Finn's corn, only the middle part would have been eaten.
Yeah.
Because she holds it like the steering wheel of a bicycle.
Yeah.
I said, no, you've got to hold it on the ends.
You don't have the little
You know
corn
the little
deals?
corn nut things?
No, we should
I'm
get
sure
some of
things will
those.
pick up.
Yeah.
You don't have that?
Oh my God! I
What's
have the ones.
and
that
I'm trying to remember, what is the movie that starts with someone buttering up their bread and then spinning the corn
Oh, that's
on it?
I cannot believe you have never seen
That's
that.
a lovely trick.
We have done that forever in
You
my
know what I'm talking?
family.
You take a piece of bread, you put a bunch of butter on it, then you... There's a
Right.
movie that's one of the opening
And
segments.
you can pick the bread up and cup it, and then you slide.
and you don't get butter everywhere.
Much like putting your bat in the upper deck, actually.
Okay. The point,
Yeah.
Okay. Have I read the letter yet? I don't think I have.
No.
I forget. My daughters and I went to the local farmer's market, picked up some great sweet corn. Along the way, we played corn songs, including Corn, Corn, Corn from Sean Morey. And, of course, the Haywood Banks corn tribute.
Yes.
And then Pat Godwin's Corn in a Small Town. I love that little boy who is in love with corn. Thanks for the nice letter, Clint. Now, do you know what we're talking about?
I do not.
Nope.
A little boy.
We have the young boy.
This was a big viral thing.
He achieved viral fame for his love of corn. It's been named the South Dakota's Corn Ambassador. His name is Tariq. And initially, it went viral when he was interviewed by comedian Julian Shapiro Barnum for his web series Recess Therapy. Not familiar with that show. But
Step right up, I'm Mr. Barnum.
This thing's gone hugely viral.
yeah, in the video, Tariq, who's holding a half-eaten ear of corn, talks about his love of the vegetable, saying, quote, "I love corn. It's got the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing." I think we have some audio, don't we?
Yeah, we got a little bit. It's kind of hard to understand, but...
For me, I really like corn. Ever since I was told that corn is real, it tasted good.
You get the idea.
I get it.
So when we come back, we have a couple of corn tributes. And also a tribute to anal rejuvenation when we return. And we'll be joined by Jess Hooker, who is the one I mentioned earlier, who is having her tattoos removed, which is rather
And
interesting.
maybe she'd be up for rejuvenation.
Could we leave...
Huh?
That was Chick McGee.
We're all going to look at it and decide for ourselves.
Guys, leave her alone. Okay. Jeez.
When you do that, do you have to get like a series of hand mirrors? How do you even...
I don't know.
Maybe just one picture.
When's the last time you took a good look at yours?
How you can't? I mean, unless you, I suppose you could take pictures with your iPhone.
Sure.
You hold it down there.
Oh, I bet you could.
That'd be
Check your roids.
That'd be hard to explain.
You want to make sure you're good back there.
Okay, we'll find out about all these questions, and we'll find out about the corn ambassador.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. The corn it's ambassador. It doesn't rhyme with am.
Corn ambassador.
Corn ambassador. It's stupid.
It's just
so
a little
what do you think? So Josh's title of the porn ambassador you don't like?
No, that's not any good either.
Thank you. I've never cared for it either.
When we come back, the porn ambassador. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called "Oh, No, You Didn't." Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Yes, it is. Bob and Tom, 24/7. Thanks for listening to the show this morning, and you can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Check it out. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Boom, there it is. You can see what everyone looks like, what Christy Lee is wearing, what Chick McGee is wearing. Oh, yeah, and there's Tom. Everyone's there. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Again, just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Heavy rains are complicating earthquake recovery efforts in southwestern China, where the death toll from Monday's disaster has risen to 82. More than 20,000 people have been moved to temporary shelters amid the threat of landslides and buildings collapsing in the mountainous regions of the Sichuan province. 35 others are missing, 270 hospitalized with injuries. A magnitude 6.8 quake that leveled buildings and sent boulders tumbling onto roads in Sichuan. Buildings were shaken in the provincial capital of Chengdu, where 21 million people are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown, confining them to their homes and residential compounds. Scientists are boasting about what they call one of the earliest amputation surgeries in humans. The journal Nature reports on the skeleton of an Indonesian child with part of her leg removed. It appears the leg bone was cut clean, suggesting it wasn't bitten off by an animal or crushed in an accident. It's believed the skeleton is 31,000 years old and suggests people addressed more attention to health issues than first thought. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Moon rocket's going up pretty soon. I'll tell you what, I know that you're a skeptic and you think they're all fake. When you're standing there and they light the candle, as they say, and it looks like a building leaving the earth, it's pretty cool.
The way they have the screens lined up with the speakers and the temperature-controlled fans.
Willie and I'll go down there because...
I'll go down.
What the hell? Why can't we go?
Because you're poo-pooing it.
No, we need to be proven wrong.
Poo-poo it in person. That's what we need
Josh
to do.
just chicken. Boo! We're the most marvelous things.
That's all you got?
David Blaine.
Hey, the greatest engineers on earth have created this thing. It's amazing. You're booing it? Oh, God.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Joel Lindley is our guest. Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and they sell non-alcoholic beer, right, which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine. Have no duels, but, don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 a.m. I was so bloated.
Yeah.
Then I drove everyone home.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get.
I can't
And they
understand
serve non-alcoholic beer there.
You know what?
Boy,
Another thing I don't understand. Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
Good point.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Chick McGee, I'll be darned.
At the news desk. That's right.
Sounded really insincere.
Imagine seeing you here.
Yeah.
There's Josh Arnold.
As I live and breathe.
You old so-and-so. How you living, buddy?
Old SOB.
Oh, I'm getting by on getting by.
That's right. He's at the Upside Sidekick chair. There's Jess Hooker. Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
All right? Oh, not bad at all. There's
Glad you're sitting down.
Ace Cosby.
Gosh, please.
Because the camera's in the cushion.
Oh, Ace Cosby at the track phone hotline, hot phone.
I was happy to hear we have something else in town now, Chick.
What?
The corn cob holders.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking about corn cob. We're talking
everything corn.
We're talking about corn off the air too. It's an exciting morning.
Well, I'm trying. I'll talk to you. I'm trying to make a point here. And Chick goes, "You sound like an old man."
You do,
but it doesn't. But maybe it's because as you get older, you get wiser. You understand that you don't get great tomatoes in January.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever been somewhere like a restaurant or something, and you sit back and you look at somebody and you go, "Now, which direction am I facing? Is this east? Is this east? No. This way's east."
Is that an old person's conversation?
Have you done it or not? Be honest.
I don't recall. I typically
sounds like
don't
a yes
care
to me.
which direction is which.
I don't buy it. I ain't buying it.
We were talking about corn.
Right.
And I was just saying that the sweet corn, depending on where you are in the world,
depends on who makes it. If it's sweet corn,
it's great right now. It's kind of peaking, but
Perfect,
it's delicious.
yeah.
And there's a whole corn thing out there because of this corn kid who's been named the corn ambassador.
Tariq,
Have you
yes.
seen this viral video with this kid?
I have.
I did, yeah. And I've heard the remix. Have you guys heard the remix?
Yeah, the audio that's turned into a catchy auto-tuned song by the Gregory brothers. It's taken over social media. South Dakota Governor Christy L. Noam has since announced that...
Nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's not
I've
the
seen him, but I don't know him.
Noam has since announced that September 3rd has been designated official corn ambassador Tariq Day.
Well, that's fun for the kid, huh?
Yeah, it's great for the kid.
Here's the corn kid is this kid.
For me, I really like cone. Ever since I was told that cone is real.
Isn't that good?
Ever since I was
Sweet
told
little kid.
Corn was real. What do
I
you
wonder if
think
he
it
saw
was?
it on like a cartoon or something, and they went, "No, that's real corn."
Yeah.
And then here's the you get the idea.
Yeah, it's
Kind of a cutesy, this sort of like Baby Shark meets corn.
Yes.
This show, of course, we're famous for great corn songs.
Like?
We.
like the
this
Freak on a Leash or Adidas.
Corn. Everywhere there's lots of boring corn.
This kind of corn.
Driving all day through green corn walls. I'm going insane. Who is going to eat it all? Corn. Give me a shotgun, please. Millions of ears as far as you can see, but no one will hear me scream. Without corn, there'd be no corn dogs for lunch. There'd be no corn puffs or chips or flakes, and no Captain Crunch, but I don't care. Corn is way too strange. Why do we eat it anyway? It goes right through unchained. Corn. It gives scarecrows a place to work, but it gets stuck between your teeth. No wonder the children of the corn all went berserk. Corn. Rushing by and getting hypnotized. If it makes me fall asleep and drive right off the road, I hope I kill a lot of frickin' corn.
There you go. That's the great Sean Morey in the corn song. And then there's Haywood's corn song.
Mississippi River, Davenport. Corn. What's that smell? Corn. Iowa City. Corn. Look, a tree. Corn. Des Moines. Corn. There's that smell again. Corn. Council Bluffs. Missouri River.
Now, that's a classic case of parallel development. In other words, two great comedians have the same idea while driving.
Sure.
And we decided to mix them together in a so-called mashup.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay.
Corn, this corn amalgam, if
Can't
you will.
wait for this.
Here we go.
A succotash.
Here we go. Thank you.
Corn. Everywhere there's lots of boring corn. What's that smell? Corn. Give me a shotgun, please.
There you go.
All right.
Corn tribute. And we were hoping, we have a request here for the Pat Godwin corn song.
We have to have that somewhere.
Well,
Yeah, Pat's not here.
going to make him look for it.
Pat's not
We
here.
have better things to do.
Gee, are you shocked?
Not really.
When Pat comes back.
Did you hear how he left yesterday morning?
He left in the middle of the show yesterday?
No. Before the show starts, he comes in. He comes in here and he's all hunched over. Tom, and he looks at Tom and he goes, "Is the thermometer broken?"
And I went, "What are you talking about?" And then he goes,
plugged in and
there's a thermometer on the wall back in the COVID heyday. The rule was you had to come in and stick your face in front of that thing.
Yes.
And then it would make this huge beep and scare the hell out of me every morning.
Josh lost his mind and unplugged it.
Yeah, because it would go off and I would throw something in the trash can.
Well, at least you were tall enough to reach it.
So he said he didn't feel well and felt feverish. Is that go home?
Go home. Get out is what Tom started saying. Yeah.
That's the thing about Godwin. He doesn't call in sick.
No,
he shows up sick and is told to go home.
So
he comes here, touches all the doorknobs, and leaves.
Yeah. Did he call you this morning and say he's still sick?
He texted me this morning.
Poor guy. He's gonna.
And by the way, we were talking about. I was trying to remember what movie it starts with. The lady someone's putting butter all over a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Then they spin the corn on the cob in it. That's the movie War Games.
It is War Games
with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
At the table.
No, it's a way to butter.
You can
the
eat
corn.
the bread if you'd like,
Sure,
but it's
waste
just a
the
way
bread
to butter your corn. It's great.
Now, speaking of buttering the corn, Josh.
Yeah. We used to have a brush when I was a kid. We had like a little.
Yeah, there's that. But then you have to melt the butter.
We would just peel back the paper off of the stick and just.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Stick butter, no.
Or they had that little plastic thing where you'd put the butter in, and then you could squeeze it up and do that.
Well, what are you going to have butter?
Where do you get your butter?
In a tub.
Oh, because it's margarine. It's not even real butter?
No, you get real butter in a tub.
You get real butter.
Now, I'll be honest, we grew up on Country Crock, and I can't do it anymore.
We did too, and I loved it growing up.
Same here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I went, no.
No, this is horrible.
Is that margarine?
Some kind of
substitute.
Some kind of amalgam, but it's really good.
It was awful.
And then it's just, but when you have real butter, you go, I'm doing this.
Yeah. 100%.
And so,
have you seen the butter balls?
No.
I've seen ads for them.
Have you? So it's a bag. It's like it's just a bag, and the butter is already in ball form, so it spreads easier.
No. It's Pats or nothing.
Is that right?
I buy a big brick of butter, the French butter at Trader Joe's.
I just remember this.
So
I'll
try that.
I remember before. What do they call it now? At Disney World, the fish thing, the aquarium. What's it called now? It's
Living
Seas.
Not anymore. It's based on the
Little Mermaid, right?
No, the other one with Ellen DeGeneres.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yes.
You've got to do some preparation before you come on.
No, I'm trying. No, I was. This is just I was just trying to remember.
There's a restaurant in that.
Is that still there?
I think so.
No, there was back in the day. There was a restaurant in there, and I can remember sitting down with my little girl, and she looks up and she goes, "You just cut off Mickey's ear." They had the butter shaped like little Mickeys.
That's great.
Kind of upset her.
Is it a seafood restaurant there?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the fish.
So funny.
Is that still there? I don't know if it is.
I think it is.
We should go and find out.
We should.
That's a good idea.
For 3 weeks.
Would you take us to Disney World, Tom?
You got to stop doing that.
Okay. Now
this isn't a good time for Tom.
We're going to move. We're going to move forward here. We have Christy Lee at the news desk. What else have you got over there?
Well, we don't have time. I can tell you that coming up, we have an interesting story about friends. As an older adult, how many true friends do you really have?
Not Facebook.
Yeah, we're not talking about your acquaintances. We're talking about true friends.
Do they give an average of how many friends? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Martha Stewart came out with some interesting thoughts the other day.
That's a great story.
Yeah. We all know as you get older and you're looking for love, it's a little harder. The pool's a little smaller.
Don't you just bet Martha Stewart's a hellcat in bed?
She might be,
She's
man.
a freak, man.
Oh,
I know.
Oh yeah, she wants a lime wedge down there when you're eating.
Yeah. Here, I crocheted you this condom.
She wants a lime wedge down there when you're eating.
Well, yeah. She also wants you to salt the rim.
No, she doesn't. That's going to burn.
No, not her cholesterol. Her cholesterol's up and her blood pressure's up, so no more salt on the rim.
Are you about now realizing what you said?
So we'll have some thoughts from Martha?
Yes.
And apparently Paula Dean has some opinions she wants to share with us, too. So we'll be back with those.
Well, that'll be enlightening. Hey, are you headed home like me and going to curl up into the ball again and make believe it's fall? And you lock the compound down and turn your air conditioner down to about 61, 62 degrees. That's right. Well, that's where you need the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. Of course, it's Simply Safe. And Simply Safe protects you with cutting-edge security technology powered by 24/7 professional monitoring agents who always have your back. Simply Safe blankets your home in protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, and HD security cameras, of course, for inside and outside your home, and motion detectors that only alert you when a threat is real, and even hazard sensors that protects your house from your house. It might be a fire or a flood. They have sensors to detect that, Tom. And they're monitoring.
I'm well aware.
All right. Their monitoring experts use proprietary advanced response technology to visually confirm when a break-in is real so you can get the highest priority police dispatch. Customize the perfect system for your home and online and design it yourself and install it yourself in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no place like Simply Safe.
I'll tell you, that water monitor is so important.
Oh, yeah.
As someone who's been sitting in this chair and had their phone go off and look at it and going, sump pump problem. Yeah, it's something you really want to have. Check out Simply Safe, simplysafetom.com. Coming up, Martha Stewart. It is her duty to push the booty. And we'll find out about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, the opening night or opening day of the NFL season is upon us here. It is Thursday, September the 8th, and you can go make your picks right now on our Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. All you have to do is pick the winners. No point spread. The person with the most winners could win a big green egg mini max. Details at bobandtom.com/contest. If you want to be in on week one, make sure you get your picks in today. Time is running out. Again, kickoff tonight of week one. We want to make sure you have your picks in so you can be in line to win that big green egg mini max. Again, enter to win, and more details about this great contest at bobandtom.com/contest.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The final suspect in a stabbing rampage that killed 10 people in and around a Canadian Indigenous reserve died of self-inflicted wounds after his car was run off the road by police following a 3-day manhunt. 32-year-old Miles Sanderson was found near the town of Rosthern in the province of Saskatchewan yesterday as officers responded to a report of a stolen vehicle being driven by a man armed with a knife. Officers rammed Sanderson's vehicle off the road. The fugitive's injuries were self-inflicted, and investigators have not given a motive for the bloodshed. UPS plans to hire more than 100,000 workers to help handle the holiday rush this season. The totals are in line with hiring plans that the carrier had the previous 2 years. Holiday season volume usually start rising in October and remain high into January. While online shopping has slowed from the height of the pandemic, it's still well above historic norms. And South Africa is flying cheetahs to India and Mozambique as part of an ambitious effort to reintroduce the distinctive spotted cats in regions where their population has dwindled. Wildlife veterinarian Andy Fraser described the relocation as tough for the animals and said the challenging movement of cheetahs to India will require the cats to travel a much longer distance, and they will be treated with a tranquilizer that lasts for 3 to 5 days. 8 cheetahs will be flown from Nambia to India. South Africa will send 12 cheetahs in October. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a casket carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a casket carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, We want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were Dad.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Attention, Fergler shoppers. You need hardware, you need Fergler. That's right, Fergler's hardware store. Fergler's dares you to beat their prices on anything in the store. That's right, Crazy Ernie's lost his mind and everything must go. Ladders, lumber, nails, including the kitchen sink. Fergler's hardware store, where you make out like a burglar when you shop at Fergler's. Free popcorn Mondays, free coffee Fridays, free parking. It's Crazy Ernie's going out of business sale. Everything must be Fergler's hardware store. If Fergler's doesn't have it, you don't Fergin need it.
Hi, I'm Ernie Fergler.
He's Ernie Fergler. If you don't come buy some stuff today, he'll kick your ass. Be there.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Ball with the ball, the bang, digga, 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 said the boogie, sit up, jump the boogie, say cowboy, with the top laid back and the sunshine shining, sipping on gin and juice. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it. Turn it up, Dusty.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Chick McGee. There's Christy Lee.
Hey.
We don't rhyme for... You didn't plan that, did you, Tom?
He's making a mixer over there. Give him a
Yeah. What do you got? You having a highball?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know my mic was on. No, I'm just pouring this tea into a...
You making an old-fashioned over there, like Dad used to make?
More bitters.
Yeah.
Just some delicious tea, thank you.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick chair.
Hello.
Jess Hooker is here.
Hey, buddy.
And no food this week?
No, we have a Peking duck update.
Oh, my goodness
Excellent.
gracious. All right. There's Ace Cosby.
I was going to make a joke, but no.
Oh.
What's the...
Yeah, what...
Why stop now?
Well, thanks for letting us know, Ace. We appreciate the...
I was going to say, Dim's some good news.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Peking duck dim sum.
Yeah,
I've always
I like
said, whoever wrote, would you like some cream of some young guy?
Yeah.
Is a genius.
The first time I heard it was Wayne's World, but I remember my dad saying, you'd never heard that before?
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know who did that, but over the shoulder, boulder holder.
Yeah.
Sure. I have always felt bad for the person that wrote Beans, the musical fruit, never got the residuals.
Nope, should have.
Yeah, that's a timeless classic.
What about when you slide into home and your pants are full of foam?
Diarrhea.
That's a good
That's a little lazy. That foam thing doesn't make any sense.
What? It sure it does. Have you ever looked? It gets foamy every now and then.
Oh, come on. Can we?
I don't
People
understand.
Do you guys starting their day?
Have you guys ever, did you have this song? We had a song in our family. It was called I'm Looking Over My Dead Dog Rover that I just ran over with a mower. Do you remember that? Okay.
Very unfortunate.
Looking over my dead dog rover that I overlooked before.
It's a horrible story. But
Sure.
everyone knew the song.
Let's see now. What were we talking about that we had to come back?
Did you guys have the song in your family, Josh, fat and gay? Can't go outside and play. You guys have, your families didn't sing that?
We didn't sing that.
We had a variation of that, yeah.
Ugly and idiot. And
full of... we had
Freddie's B.O. is stronger than dirt.
Who's Freddie?
Freddie was some poor redhead kid in the class.
Sure they
not a redhead.
pushed to suicide.
They tortured that poor
We
kid.
had Fatty 2x4.
Yeah.
Couldn't get
Oh,
through
yeah.
the bathroom door, so we did it on the floor. He licked it up and did some more.
Never heard that last
Oh, it's horrible.
Some unfortunate
Spent many a day
variations.
crying in my locker. That's right, in my locker. That's where they put me.
Okay, now,
They're not putting me in my locker anymore.
Get in there and listen to this song.
Christy Lee is at the news desk. Christy gave us the teaser, and there we go. There's Al.
Oh, there's our guy.
What are you doing? Working out there, bud?
Wait, whoa,
Al
dude.
Jackson is A, back in his home, and B, apparently has the largest microphone I've ever seen.
Is that the Lexington Steel, Al?
You hold that down by your waist, Al.
Lexington Steel.
Yeah.
My
It's
goodness.
the Mr. Marcus
I
model.
will tell you this, Al. The ladies in here are losing their minds
Yeah,
right
first
now.
of all, revenge bod. Second of all, did she
Yeah.
take your table and chairs?
She did, Christy. She did. That's why I'm standing up. She stole everything out of my house.
This is amazing.
Everything, Christy.
I love it.
Oh, my gosh.
Christy.
Normally,
Yes,
Al
I
is
need
sitting.
y'all to feel me.
Now, we should explain.
my
We should. Let's start at square one. Al Jackson is our guest, a very fine comedian, one of the stars of DBL,
Yes.
the Daily
Yes.
Blast Live. You got a great cast. I'm getting to really like everybody on your show now.
Except,
Thank you. They're
that's a
good
good
people.
And Al and I actually exchanged a text last week. I was watching Al, and they brought up the movie, the slasher film with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah.
And one of your colleagues went, "Oh, that's wrong," and you just turned it around. Do you remember what you said?
Winnie the Pooh stinks, and no disrespect, he's the most boring of all the There's nothing to bite into with him. Like, he doesn't have a hook. Bugs Bunny had a hook, even though he's been canceled. Pepe Le Pew had a hook.
Yeah.
There's nothing to Winnie the Pooh. He's just pleasant. Even Eeyore, don't you kind of want to know why he's bummed out all the time? Like, get to the bottom of it.
What's his
Figure out a
trauma?
relationship that works for him. Maybe it's an asexual partnership. Something.
you don't want to know about
What does Winnie the
Eeyore.
Pooh do?
Yeah.
It was so funny. It's anyway. Al has separated from his fiancée. Put it that way.
Oh, they were engaged?
And then you exited your home and allowed her to stay there for a certain period of time. And then she apparently, I noticed that one photograph you sent, she took down the ceiling fans. And as a realtor, Christy, you said what?
That you can't do that. That's a permanent fixture. That's not allowed.
Well, I wish that was just what we were talking about today, Christy. This is why. First of all, I like that the Bob and Tom audience is around my age because they remember a time where like you couldn't just get away with this because people just didn't press charges. So like you would just go find this person's friend and have a little chit chat outside of a bar. And now you can't do that. Because I talked to my friend about like I opened my door. I try to be a gentleman, and I gave her 5 weeks. I stayed away from the house. I was like, move out. Get your moving truck. I paid for that. Gave her a couple $1,000s to get a moving truck. I tried to be classy, Christy, like my dad raised me and my mom, and so I stayed away. I come back and I'm on the phone with my best friend, John. And I don't know if anybody's ever got their house broken into, but it takes you a second to realize how I walk in. I'm like, why is my voice echoing?
Oh,
like that was it was like I was doing a walkthrough. She stole my couch. She stole my beds. She stole my sauna.
Sauna?
Yeah. Christy, what am I going to do? Because my homeboy John was like, you cannot, possession is 9/10 of the law. By the time you go through a lawyer, and I talked to my show's lawyer too, it's just like, you can't do anything. Like, this is why I need like a big sister Christy to just go step to her. Because like I can't.
This is what Tom and I always say. No good deed goes untold.
Well, and if you go after her,
yeah,
she's going to out what it is that you did that ended the relationship in the first place.
Yeah, Al, I don't feel like you're blameless, buddy. I don't feel like you're blameless. A woman doesn't come through and empty a house for no reason.
And see, that's the thing, Jess. Everybody thinks, oh, a woman doesn't do it. Like, this is different, Al. This is sober.
Yeah, I don't think Al did that.
I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
I have 2 podcasts. I'm writing 2 books, and I have a children's book out. Yeah. I am not. What else? Where would I
always have time to cheat.
It wouldn't be worth it.
Al,
you know,
honestly, you know we're teasing.
Al, you know, because trust me, I thought about it towards the end. Okay. Al, this bed is frozen.
No, Al is. I don't want to say anything bad about your ex. Is she moving? Please. Is she going to be in the same city, or is she moving?
I don't care. I don't know where she is. We didn't speak. I haven't seen her in like a month and a half.
Ah, man.
We only spoke via text. And you know, like and it also just like she had like trashy people in the house because there was like an open hard iced tea. Like, first of all, who drinks that out of a can? You weirdo. What kind of dirt bags did you have steal my stuff? But the good thing is I get to go through and find new furniture and
exactly.
Hey Al, can you devote one of your podcasts to this? Because I'm really enjoying this. I'd like to know more.
This needs to be, this is going to be a two-parter, Tom.
You need to text me this girl's number.
Honestly, this is the first. I don't know how to react because, like, I'm trying to live in like upright civilization, and like when somebody does something from the old school, where you're like, "Oh, I know how to handle this," and it's like, "No, you can't do that anymore." Yeah. So I don't know, if anybody out there listening.
Wow.
She'll get hers out, don't worry.
Yeah, Karma will come by.
Al, what I'm thinking, if you could do a show where you could take phone calls from both sides of matters such as this, you're going to find some pretty funny stuff that
people have either
that gets split up.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is semi-hilarious, Tom. Let's be real.
Well, we're watching you holding what looks like a circumcised dildonic microphone that could be used as a boom mic. It's so huge. And the way you're holding it is it looks like it's very angry and about to shoot off.
This is what you're taking out of this.
Yeah. Yes, I'm enjoying. Al is my friend.
Yes,
and I
comfort each other.
I haven't. Since this show is about language, Al. I noticed you referred to your friend. I believe it's John as your homeboy.
The homie.
Okay, now how does that differ from a houseboy?
I think that's when you've
what
made
a great parallel to draw.
23-year-old walking around your house at all times. Like I've always wondered, like when you see, like what was the movie on HBO? It was like about Liberace, like Behind the Candelabra.
Right.
Remember he had like a houseboy?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
How do you get that job?
I don't know. I'd like one.
Is there a service?
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, my
There
God.
must be.
In all those old movies, there's always some guy that they would have someone that's always at the house.
They had a butler,
doing all the
Jeeves.
doing all the stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Are you allowed to have a modeling agency where you even openly say, like, we have hot models here that will work in your home? Do you know? Like,
we've had stories about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there have been there are
Maid service,
places that have
topless
topless
service.
maids. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I imagine the dusting isn't very good, but they have that one rag they're going to need.
But your bedrooms are all clean.
Isn't there a topless donut shop around?
There was.
There was.
Topless car wash.
There was a famous topless car wash in Kokomo, Indiana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, Al, do you have a bed anymore at your house?
I ordered a bed. Here's the good news.
So that's no.
Yeah, the good news is you get to start from a clean slate.
Yeah, she sold my mattress.
Sold it.
Oh, wow.
Which is like she left the frame, but like getting here's the good news is it happened on Labor Day, so I got a great deal.
Yeah.
The advantage of splitting up when it's the big mattress. It could have been Labor Day or President's Day for those great mattress sales.
Exactly. Yes, I got a great deal, and I went to Macy's and just cleaned up. But it's like I was telling the beloved Dean Metcalf before I came on. When somebody steals everything out of your home, like I don't think I'm explaining this well. Like she stole like my silverware and my soap dish and my rug that goes to the back door. Like she stole. So it's like when you try to redo your house, you're like, oh yeah, I don't have like anything to measure out 2 cups of buttermilk. Like you don't.
What about personal things? Did she steal like boxes of your personal stuff, like mementos or?
No, but I'll tell you this, and I think this is like the beginning of how like the movie Bloodsport 2 is going to happen. She like threw some pictures of my kids and my deceased father and my buddy's father who carried his casket, threw his stuff, threw their pictures on the ground. And I was like, this is when I need a sister that's been in and out of the system.
Yeah, no No kidding.
To go meet her after high school.
That's pretty cold.
That is cold.
Al Jackson is our guest, and you can see Al once again on the Daily Blast Live.
Oh, and Tom, also, since this is a great plug, I'm also going to be in Fort Collins this weekend at the Three E's Comedy Club in Colorado Springs, not Fort Collins, to Colorado Springs.
Oh,
3 E's this Friday and Saturday.
Well, you don't have to worry about anybody stealing your stuff while you're gone.
That's right. My door's open.
Yeah, they can come by and clean. Okay, Al, I'm sorry, you kind of skipped there. What is the name of the club in Fort Collins?
It's Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, I'm sorry.
Yes. It's the 3 E's, just 3 and then the letter E and then a comma and then an S.
3 E's.
Apostrophe.
Okay, in Colorado Springs. And what nights are you going to be there?
Friday and Saturday, 2 shows each night. Y'all come out and see me.
Oh, you got to come see Al.
Definitely.
Yes, Colorado Springs. I'll be discussing this in depth.
maybe bring him a casserole.
Yeah, Al, look at it this way. Don't look at this as losing all your stuff. Look at it as your new hour.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a great way to look at it.
You know what? You should have a housewarming shower. Call it that. And everybody gets in. They bring you some measuring cups. And
That's like a good idea.
Yeah.
That's actually a really great idea.
They do divorce showers now.
Yeah.
Now, do you still have a Bed Bath & Beyond where you live, or because they're shuttering a lot of them?
Yeah, they do. And I went to one, and I was like surprised that I thought it was going to be way cheaper. I was like, I'm taking this on up to Marshall's. It's just like fancy. I don't know. I don't like fancy stuff like that. I'm just like, it's just a whisk. Why is this $14? You know?
Okay, well, Al, we have time to. The purpose of this show, for those of you that are new to the Bob and Tom
I
program.
want to give you a hug. I feel so bad.
Al,
I do want to know, Tom, does Jess still think that I did something wrong?
No, your reaction really shut me down.
Yeah, same here. I was like, look at his face. He is not joking around.
He's serious.
But interestingly enough, Al is here to teach me street slang.
Yes.
Because Al and I grew up not too far from one another.
Yeah, but
and yet
really
Al
worlds away.
Yes, worlds apart. And both of our parents, my dad was a lawyer, his dad was a lawyer. And yet we're also separated by 20 plus years.
Okay.
But Al teaches me the current hipper terms, if you will, as I try to become a hipper.
Doing the Lord's work there.
Yes.
Now.
And so, Al, what's slang for a vindictive bitch?
Don't say her name. Don't say her name.
Just give you a first, middle, and last name. But Tom, I have to ask you if somebody called up and said, Tom, I'm, my life is going pretty well. I'm sitting on like 7 digits. What is sitting on 7 digits talking?
I presumably is that a monetary reference, like a 7-digit income would be a lot, more than $1 million.
And then that leads to the final question, and then you would say to him, Spalding.
Ooh.
Spalding, is that a Groucho Marx reference?
No, I know.
Spalding.
Spalding?
Basketball?
Spalding.
Go with that, Christy.
Is it cinematic?
No.
No, Christy's
Christy's warm.
Basketball?
Spalding, basketball? So,
yeah.
playing in the NBA? What do you got?
Balling without a budget?
You got it. Just stop. When you said balling, you hit it, Jeff.
Balling.
Yeah, so he would say, hey, I'm sitting on 7 digits. I got like $1 million in my bank. And then you would just be like, balling.
Now, balling, this is like when Janis Joplin would be interviewed. She'd say, hey, I was in San Francisco balling my boyfriend.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Christy won't even look at you, Tom.
No, I can remember as a kid seeing that interview thinking, do people really talk that way?
Really?
Now look at you.
Oh, those dirty hippies.
Yep.
Al, Christy pointed out you are looking super fit. Did she steal your weights, or were they too expensive?
Tom, let me.
Uh-oh.
There was a joke there that I'm not going to make because we don't body shame. But yeah, that could have been something she took. Leave it at that.
Okay.
But no, you know what? I don't know what happened. I stopped eating meat, dog. Except for I'll have I want a steak once a month, but I just think like 20 years of just stand up and just Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Shout out to the number 6. Oh, that's Christy. I probably had.
Shout out
Christy,
to number 6.
Oh.
Did I tell you guys one time, like this is early in my career, like maybe 13, 14 years ago, my tax guy said, "Did you know how much Wendy's you ate this year? I ate thousands of dollars." Like, so like I think like my body just needs like, I swear on my grandmother's life, my tax guy was like, "Do you know how much money you spent?" Because when you're a road comic, you're only stopping at places you know, which is like a Wendy's and there's a Subway and all that Harvey's. So I think I'm just like, I'm doing like a cleanse. So I'm just eating like a lot of grains.
Good.
Boring.
You look
and I
very
don't
handsome.
drink. Thank you, Tom.
And I like your Jerry Della Fabina glasses.
Who the hell is that?
It's an obscure reference. I like to throw something. I like to throw them out there. Who else wears those glasses? Skunk Baxter wears those all the time.
I was going to say Arvid from Head of the Class. Did he wear glasses or not?
Yes.
Al, it's always a great pleasure. Make sure to go see Al. It's Colorado Springs, a place called 3 E's, as in excellent. Right?
Sure. Yes.
The E stands for excellent, not
the
exit.
top of the
bitch.
optical chart.
Wait, what does E not stand for, Tom?
Exit, bitch.
In case you were worried that it meant that.
Yeah, you're good.
He loves saying the B word, Al.
I taught it. I learned it from Josh. Thanks. Hey, Al, thanks. I've got a present coming your way, by the way. I'm glad I didn't send it because she would have taken the box.
Hopefully it's a whisk.
Okay, thanks, Al.
See you, Al.
Be sure to go see Al. That's this weekend, right? Friday and Saturday? And it's Colorado Springs. 3 E's.
Oh, that makes my heart hurt for him.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's better off. Way better off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clean slate.
And I still don't know the
What happened?
real story because I've seen him at work.
Yeah,
and
but
I know, but the way he responded to Jess and I asking him about,
that was drunk.
He is
Al.
really hurt. Yeah. He's well. I think he's past the hurt now. He's just angry.
No, I think he wanted people to know, hey, that was old Al. I'm not that. And
He's not that guy
This time it really,
Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happened. I'm on his side.
Sure.
I think there's also a practical lesson here.
What's that?
Turning her loose in the
Well, you don't
house
give
for
her
5 weeks. I'm surprised she didn't take the wallpaper.
He was trying to do a nice thing and it bit him in the ass.
Well, but
Boy, that'd be what a great phone in that would be. If you're listening out there and you've got a great story of something that was taken during your parting of the ways, let us know. Right now, I want to do a quick survey.
Well,
Josh,
that is not a good topic.
Oh, it's a great topic. Josh, what is your sleep number setting, please?
65.
Oh, that's nice. That's kind of right in the middle. Chick McGee?
100. I like that firm mattress.
That is a firm setting. Then, of course, we go to Christy Lee with Marshmallow Bed. What is your setting?
45.
Now, so you could take Christy's setting and say Josh's setting on either side of the bed. Everybody's happy. They should call the Sleep Number bed the Everybody's Happy bed. You're going to be extra happy because Sleep Number is doing their biggest sale of the year, and it's continuing right now. So create some bedtime bliss and get the instructions on how to sleep great. That's part of what the 360 limited edition smart bed can do for you. And right now they are 50% off. So you've been thinking about the Sleep Number bed. Now is the time. For a limited time, the smart beds are all on sale. You'll find your favorite store by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Available exclusively at the Sleep Number stores. I love my Sleep Number bed. I was trying to do the math on this. I think I have just reached the 20-year mark.
That's
It
impressive.
may even be 23. I've got to get a pinpoint on that, but I'll tell you what, I love my Sleep Number bed, and you'll love yours too. And once again, now 50% off. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, horrible things that happened to you while splitting up, and a great story about Martha Stewart wishing some of her friends dead. We'll find out what that's all about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick program on the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm sorry? What did you say? From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell. We can tell. I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay,
go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Jess Hooker is on with us today, Hooker the Cooker, and you can catch more of Jess Hooker on the Bits and Pieces podcast at bobandtom.com/podcast. You can download it for free. They dive into the Bob and Tom archives and discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the show. Jess Hooker, Jessica Alsman, Willie Griswold, and Jason Hoffset, your host at the Bits and Pieces podcast. That Josh Arnold podcast, hosted by That Josh Arnold, and the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast. Some extra Bob and Tom for you. Weekday afternoons, 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, all free and available. Extra content for our listeners, and it's free. bobandtom.com/podcast.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. It's the opening day of the National Football League season. Tonight, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Donald, and the Los Angeles Rams will raise their Super Bowl banner as they host the Buffalo Bills in the season opener for the NFL. And, oh, by the way, the Bills are preseason favorites to win the Super Bowl after falling short in the AFC divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs last January. Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge hit his Major League leading 55th home run. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa hit a go-ahead grand slam in the nightcap, and the Yankees swept a doubleheader from the Twins, 5-4 and 7-1. Interleague action, Atlanta beat Oakland 7-3. Also winning, the White Sox, Detroit, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Kansas City, and Houston in the American League. Winners in the National League, the Mets win twice. Also, Colorado, the Dodgers, Philly, Cincinnati, St. Louis, and San Diego, other winners. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
I went out with this one girl. Can I say this?
Yeah. Sure.
Get a load of this. I'm on a date. I was out with this girl, right? Here's what she says. It's true. She says, oh, I did something she didn't like. She goes, oh, you just lost some points. Whoa, there's points involved. It's a point system that the women have. It's a point system. Men, we don't know what's going on. All we know is it involves points, and all of a sudden, we're down. You know what I mean? I was doing my impression of her mother. She's like, oh, you just lost some points. I'm like, really? How many did I start out with? Don't ask any questions. You're just going to lose more points. Well, transfer my account to your younger sister.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're going to talk butterballs. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hey, turkey.
You probably don't like butter, right?
I love butter.
You love butter?
Real butter.
Are you calling him a
He called me turkey or butterball, so butterball turkey.
Jive turkey, a big
it was, yeah.
pathetic television insult years ago.
Oh, I think it's a great one.
You jive turkey?
If I heard somebody say that today, I would howl.
Wasn't there a song called Jive Talkin'?
Yeah,
that's actually a great song.
I agree.
There's an Ohio player song called Jive Turkey.
Oh, there is? Oh.
Now, can you use the phrase jive anything, Josh, and take yourself seriously?
No. Like, hey, can
jive?
Yeah.
That seems to be more like a jazz era.
Is there a song?
There's a song that Can You Jive or something like
From
that.
Grease?
Hand jive.
Yeah.
Hand jive. There you go.
Hand jive? Willie and the hand jive.
Pardon me, stewardess. I speak jive.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where
That's Josh
I'm comfortable using the phrase.
Oh, that's so hilarious.
Oh,
I bet
hilarious.
movie theaters must have lost their mind. They must have been
Barbara
laughing.
Billingsley?
Yes. The mother from Leave It to Beaver.
Perfect casting for that.
That would never be made in a movie today.
No.
Never had that scene.
I would think black audiences would think that's so funny.
Yeah, but I think that
it would be upset white people.
The cultural police.
White people would get upset for black
Exactly,
people.
yeah.
The culture police who would go, there's no such thing as an accent. What? Accents are never funny. Really? Okay. We have a lot to get to.
I have more information on butter on corn.
Okay.
Dear people, I can't believe no one has heard of melting a stick of butter in a tub of hot water, then just dipping the corn into that potion.
Like you boil it in that, or you...
What?
No.
Scott says butter settles to the top and clings to the corn, oh so clean and easy.
But this is after you've cooked it. Right?
Yes, you dip
it in.
You dip it in, yeah.
That's how they do it at the fair.
Oh,
is it?
Gotcha.
The fair corn's pretty good.
Again, in the movie War Games, she butters up the bread and spins the corn in the bread. It's
Total Midwestern thing, yeah.
Speaking of things you find corn in.
Oh, gosh.
Headline, Vermont looking for a mystery poop dumper.
I knew it. It's a
little redundant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the headline. It says officials are trying to determine who's responsible for dumping large amounts of human fecal material in the woods in Bolton, Vermont.
Oh, I see. It's not. So they think they're saving it and then dumping it.
This gets weird. WCAX.
Access about our news.
Oh, no, it's CAX.
CAX?
News from CAX.
Watch our CAX tonight.
Get your CAX on Route 66. WCAX reports Green Up Day volunteers.
Oh, Green Up Day, yeah.
Oh, I like their album Dookie.
Discovered trash bags filled with 400 pounds of human waste.
That's a lot.
Well, somebody's toilet's not working.
Well,
obviously.
somebody should be doing a commercial for hefty bags.
Yeah.
Those are, if you can hold a 400 pounder.
Well, 55-gallon garbage bag.
Right.
It says officials said some of the bags have been ripped open by animals and the contents spread into nearby properties.
Isn't that lovely?
Town officials are not looking to prosecute. They just want the dumping to stop, and they want whoever is responsible to receive help.
Yeah, because their toilets aren't working.
Well,
has Dave Matthews done a show?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you dump one toilet into the Chicago River. Look what
The Mad Shatter's on the loose.
Oh.
So anyways,
I don't think. No.
Bolton, Vermont is the place. It's probably someone who has a septic.
Yeah,
I
somebody's
think it's
got
a-
an issue.
I think
They're
they have
not
a
doing it on purpose.
Psychosis.
Yeah, or a psychological.
Yeah.
And what I like to do is
Save
dump my
my
crap over there. And
400 pounds. How many transactions is that?
A lot.
That is a lot, right?
There's a math problem you're not going to see in the SAT.
You ever trying to lose?
If Ginny dumps 18 ounces a day of.
You ever try to lose weight and weigh your deficit? Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Ed Septic from Ed Septic Plumbing and Supply.
Oh, Ed, I'm so glad that you're calling.
I heard your story. I just wanted to call right quick and let your listeners know that I'm currently running a $49.99 Turd-tastic blowout spectacular.
Wow.
That's right. This week only, I'll come and snake your crapper for the low price of $49.99. I know what you fellas are thinking. Ed Septic, how can you do it so cheaply? Well, first of all, I am not licensed. I am not bonded, nor am I insured.
Oh.
That saves me tens of thousands of dollars each month. I take those stupendous savings and I dump them onto you, the customer. And right, if you act right now for additional $19.99, I won't let things go anywhere when your wife comes on to me.
I see.
All right.
It's now time for the Ed Septic's tapered tip of the week.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Most civilians think they need a fancy schmancy plumber to keep their drains running smoothly, when in reality, an old butter knife will cure 99.9% of your toilet clogs. It's true. The key is you got to attack that issue before you flush. Just grab your old butter knife and get to work. Oh, you grown, but it should be paying Ed Septic $49.99 to drive out to your house, plus the additional $19.99 to not bang your wife. So call me Ed Septic at 1-877 down the Brown and make an appointment today. Or you can find me on the web at Ed Septic's Plumbing and Supply /the problem solving turd wrangler.org.
That's right.
I see.
The problem-solving turd wrangler.
Just remember, when things get hectic, call Ed Septic. I'm the plumber that won't bang your wife.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you, Ed. That's
very, very, very helpful. I'm so sorry I read that story. I apologize.
I think we might be on to something.
When we come back, we have coming up the shoe-in of the week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll remind you again, every week, a Big Green Egg Mini Max, the Rolls Royce of outdoor grilling devices. The Big Green Egg Mini Max, you can win one every week. All you got to do is to do some NFL picks. It all starts tonight. The first weekend of the NFL begins this evening. And it's L.A. versus Buffalo in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
And the L.A. Rams, I should be more precise. Make your picks for all those games. Get it in before about 8 o'clock tonight. Get those in, and we'll pick our winner based on who gets the most games right. You don't even have to go up against the spread. It's that simple. And you'll get to pick against Chick McGee if you're our winner. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom in your face, in your ear, everywhere. BobandTom.com as well. The latest highlights, news, and information. We like you to check out our website. That way you can stop in and see what's the latest. We've got news. We've got information. We have highlights. Did I mention the highlights? There's Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day. My gosh, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room playing one of his fun songs with his guitar. Or is that him playing with his organ? I mean, playing the organ. BobandTom.com. Find out for yourself. And while you're there, check out the Bob and Tom Show puppets. Yes, we have puppets, and it's all at BobandTom.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The guitar that Bruce Springsteen holds on the Born to Run album cover and Clarence Clemens' saxophone are going on display at the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles starting October 15th. Besides stage clothes and other instruments, the exhibit will have interactive elements. Visitors will be able to get drum tips from Max Weinberg or create a set list for an encore and compare it to one Springsteen has already done. Perhaps Los Angeles Dodgers closer Craig Kimbrell doesn't strike fear in the hearts of his opponents when his walkout music is Let It Go, but he gets the crowd behind him. Fans have been singing along as Kimbrell enters the game since Kimbrell took up his wife's suggestion to use the song from Frozen. He's not given up a hit in his last 6 games. And movie theater operator Cineworld has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection here in the United States. It's the latest fallout in the movie industry as it deals with losses stemming from the pandemic. The company that owns Regal Cinemas in the U.S. says it will remain open for business as usual, however. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick 'em every week at BobandTom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to BobandTom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick 'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Time now for Great Moments in NFL History.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stanford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season. And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been Great Moments in NFL History.
Wow.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because, remember, when you're dating, it's so great. It's so fun. You go on these dates and you go and you get coffee and you see movies and you talk and you have this wonderful sex and it's, I love you and I love you. And then you go home and I love my cable and I love my refrigerator. I love my life. Then they move in, and then they're right in your face. Hi, we live together now. Hi. What are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.
Cool collections on display coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and Tom's looking at me like he wants to kill me. And here's Tom.
No, this segment brought to you by, what was it, Ed's?
Ed Septic.
Ed Septic.
Ed Septic. What's his motto again?
When things get hectic, call Ed Septic.
Okay. And does he, I wonder if he has butter knives with his logo on them?
And don't forget, for an extra $19.99, he'll guarantee he will not sleep with your
not
wife.
bang your wife.
When she comes on to
Could we just do a show one day where we talk about all the good things that have happened to people?
Such as?
Like what?
I don't know, but man, after today.
Boy, that sounds boring.
Now, we were talking with our good friend Al Jackson. Al's a great comedian, and Al is going through a breakup.
Yeah.
You can watch Al on the TV on the Daily Blast Live.
Hopefully he still has some clothes to wear.
Yeah, and Al and his fiancée broke up. They were living in a house that Al owns, and he gave her 5 weeks to get her
new place
stuff
to
together,
live,
and
which
gave
was
her.
nice.
But she took everything.
Down to the silverware.
Yeah. So
took the ceiling fans out of the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's true. Al sent me a picture to prove that.
I thought he was joking. Yeah. No.
Well, who paid for those things? Do we know that?
I'm gonna
It's his
guess.
house.
I'm just saying she may have paid for them. We didn't ask
It
that.
doesn't matter.
Sure it does. If she paid for the ceiling fans, they're hers.
Oh my gosh.
What about the chairs?
Again.
What about the house she lived in for free for 6 years?
We don't know that. He may charge her rent. He didn't ask enough questions, is all I'm saying.
Oh, God.
What about all the furniture he purchased?
Who's sorry?
I'm happy for Al.
You want to bang this woman?
Are you sleeping with his
he's out of a
ex-fiancée?
crappy situation.
Are you?
Yeah. So I'm happy for him. No, am I what?
Sleeping with her.
I've never even met her.
Okay.
How about this one? Dear Bob and Tom Show. This is signed Lonely in Gatesville.
Oh, God.
His actual name is,
let's not.
Initials?
No, let's not. Gatesville can't be a big place.
Let's call him Dave.
We'll call him Mr. F.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
That may or may not be his last initial.
Worst.
Though he does have the same name as a famous person.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
Just tell him what's his name.
He goes, I had a very bad breakup.
Peter Frampton.
I lost my girl and my fishing buddy who she took up with.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I took her favorite hairbrush. Signed Lonely in Gatesville. I have really nicely brushed hair. Okay, thank you very much.
That's the end of the story?
Yeah,
That's it? He just took her
very simple.
Are you sure
I thought he shoved it somewhere. Gave it back.
Yeah.
All the classics.
And then you send her a picture of you doing it like a month later.
Oh, yeah.
Calvin writes.
Calvin? What year is it?
It's a nice name, Calvin.
1928? Okay, go ahead.
I know a great guy named Cal.
I bet you do.
There's Cal Penn, the very fine actor and writer.
Yeah.
K-A-L, though. So not a Calvin.
Thank you.
For the love of God, read the email.
Okay, thank you very much. He goes, I had a pizza stone. You'll like this, Jess.
Yes.
I had a pizza stone that I love to use for all sorts of cooking.
Like?
When I divorced, I left the house so she could take her things out. I came back. She took the stone, but left the rack you use to get it in and out of the oven.
Oh. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, I do,
Those
too.
Pampered Chef stones, yeah.
So does that make you can't? She won't be able to use it.
Oh, yeah, you can use it. You just pull it out with them. Yeah.
Okay, so
In fact, the rack was kind of a pain in the butt. I never used it.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yeah, no.
So we have a pizza stone and a hairbrush.
Have you guys ever had somebody take something from you? Like, in the move?
My soul.
Her cherry. Her cherry.
Her cherry, Josh.
I gave my love.
That's what she called her favorite seat. Oh, Cherry, I'm going to sit on you today.
I had a lady take
A lady.
37% is what I'm saying. That's what I'm sticking to.
Oh, all
Never
right.
mind. Go ahead.
Okay, well, if you had a
was a
bad
long-term
breakup, by all
marriage,
means, let us know. Email bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Now, this is a really interesting story. Martha Stewart,
Speaking of marriage.
Yeah, how do you describe Martha Stewart? She's
What do you mean, how do you describe Martha
the greatest
Stewart?
homemaker of all time.
Everybody knows Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
She can do anything.
Yeah.
Was she married?
Yeah, she has a daughter.
She was married at one point.
She is single at this
But
moment.
right now she's single, but she wishes some of her friends would die so she could date their husbands.
Oh. Whoa.
Man.
Yikes.
Finally, a woman that just comes out and says it.
Right.
The 80-year-old lifestyle mogul appeared on Chelsea Handler's podcast, Dear Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Stewart told Handler, quote, I had 2 mad crushes in the last month, but it turns out one of them's married to the mother of some friends of mine, and he's just so attractive. Maybe they'll die, I always think. Oh, gosh, couldn't that person just die? When Handler
I think that when I listen to Chelsea Handler.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's another story. Yeah. When Handler asked the wife, Stewart replied, yeah. Not painfully, just die, but it hasn't worked out.
Oh, no, I want Handler to die painfully.
So she wants
older women friends of hers to die so she can date their husbands.
She's making jokes.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it's a bad idea. It's somebody you already know, you're comfortable with. Why not?
It's irreverent.
Swoop in there.
Probably.
Sure.
Does she know that Pete Davidson's available? Right?
I don't know. I think Snoop's more up her alley.
Well, I mean, they both like
They're
marijuana,
buddies,
apparently.
yeah.
So
But
maybe
again,
Pete and Martha could get
She'd
together.
be so intimidating to date because she's so demanding, as I pointed out
Particular,
earlier.
yeah.
She would demand a lemon wedge while you were down there eating.
Down there eating.
Or salting the, would you say salting the rim?
Hey, what are you doing down there? Pinky's out.
It gets worse every time you say it. But she's 80?
80.
I
She
would have
looks
never
great for
guessed.
80.
She does look great for 80.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
Man.
She just looks great.
Boy, she looks younger than Chelsea Handler.
I love Chelsea.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Who are you
Really?
afraid of pissing off right now?
Nobody loves Chelsea. And she's not welcome on the show. How about that?
Who would you rather go to bed with, Chelsea Handler or
Martha Stewart?
Or a blender. I'll take the blender.
You know, I bet
Plugged
Martha
in?
Stewart.
She's a Hellcat.
She's a Hellcat, yeah.
Absolutely. She's
that
a
blender
she knows what she's doing.
might be a little tight, Josh.
Oh.
Hey, there's a new poll out there.
Wait a second, I'm not
Give
done
me an
with
edge, baby. Something to work with.
So once again, Martha Stewart is saying that she would like some of her friends to die so she could date their husbands.
That's what she's saying.
So do you think this is going to affect her ability to go out with her friends anymore?
Maybe she doesn't have any friends anymore now.
You might not want to take a bite of that pie, Alice.
Yeah, no kidding.
it may have been poisoned. That's rough.
Yeah, that's a little rough. I think it was comedically said. I don't think she really meant it. Well, maybe. I don't.
Of course.
When you're 80, the dating pool is a little slim.
Yeah, and when you're 80, you don't. I don't care now. I can't imagine how much I won't care when I'm 80.
You got to go younger at 80.
I bet there's guys out there who happily date her.
I bet so too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rich, homemaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's done time.
She's done time.
Knows how to do that prison sex stuff.
Hey, I tell her, hey, when I'm done eating down here, can we have some charcuterie after this? How about that?
How about some Pruno, babe?
Oh, come on.
I'll bet she made the best prison wine in history.
Probably.
You think?
Hey, these scissors remind you of anything, Martha?
But isn't that true? Like in social circles, they have mad respect for her because she didn't snitch. Like she just went and served
Absolutely.
her time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she stayed at a nice prison, too. Wasn't it?
Let's be honest
Come
here.
on. It wasn't. She was in country club jail.
This wasn't Orange is the New Black.
Right. A new poll out there shows older adults only have how many friends they can really rely on? What's your guess?
2.
4.
3.
So you're in other words, that's a very low number.
Yeah.
And the answer is 4.
Oh, okay.
According to the survey, 77% said their social circle has shrunk as they've gotten older.
Well, many of them died.
Yeah.
And Martha Stewart started dating their friends. I don't know what the hell that was all about.
70% of respondents said they were interested in making new friends. Renee Main, Senior Vice President of the Healthy Aging at Lifetime, said...
She stays mainly on the plane. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Renee Main?
All right.
It may...
It's
Quote, it may
My
seem...
Fair Lady joke. I remember the next time I bring up Alvin Barkley that I'm not being too obscure.
Let her finish the story.
Sullivan.
Never mind.
No, I'm glad I didn't care for this.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But this, I think, what the importance of this thing is, this isn't about Facebook friends.
No, this is about real friends. Like
Real
if you're
friends.
in trouble.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, I think that the definition of a friend now is used to be someone who would help you move, and after you reach a certain age, that's out.
Yeah.
Did anybody help you move in, Josh, when you moved to your house?
No, I hired. I paid. Yeah.
How about this? How about airport runs?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I'll call you
car
next
services.
time. Yeah.
Sure. There's car services. Don't bother
Exactly.
people.
Right.
I bother Mark every time I.
Yeah, but you guys
make
are
Mark
friends.
take you to the airport?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hang.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hang.
Hey, Mark, you're not doing anything, right? Come on, take.
You know, I did Mark a favor and I let him take me to the airport.
That's the wonderful thing about being friends with Tom.
Yep.
If he asks you for a favor, he's saying you're my friend.
Right,
like, I know you want to do something for me.
Well, I don't have to worry. He's never asked me for anything.
Remember the time he went past Pat Godwin's house and let him walk the dog?
Yeah, exactly.
And he thought that was something he's
really
done
helped
for
Pat out.
Yeah, helped him out.
I had an emergency situation. Pat was staying for free at my house.
An emergency.
Well, now see, this is all fine.
And I stopped by saying, "Hey, take this dog for a walk. I've got to go right now."
Right.
You didn't say, would you please take this dog for a walk? You just
No, you don't have to. He was living in your house for free.
Yeah, he was living
that's
in.
true.
But the way you put it was, so I wanted to do Pat a favor and I let him walk.
Well, he needed to get some exercise. He'd been inside. He was inside trying to get himself sick. And,
He's going to be so
Well, the
bad.
other day he's going, Eddie's doing a really great job around here, and I thought I'd get him a bottle of wine. Isn't that what you said? Like
bourbon? No, I got him a bunch of bottles of bourbon.
Bottle of bourbon. And I said, hey, how about giving him a raise? How about that if he's doing a great job? He goes, well, that's so impersonal to give them money. What?
Not when you're the employer.
Yeah, not when you're his boss. You're not.
Well,
this
was extra.
Given.
He was helping with something outside of the sphere of this job.
Implying them.
So I got him a nice gift. I called the ambassador to the world of bourbon in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Made up title.
Our good friend Bernie Lubbers, who turned me on to some great bourbons, which I went out and found. Had to dig around to get them, but I got them. And we're going to be doing something called Bourbon and Beyond a week from tomorrow. We'll be part of the a special live show from. We're going to be in Louisville. It'll be. I'm trying to think. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Yeah.
Will be joining us at 4th Street Live. So you can come down and we'll have a special poster for those that get there early. A commemorative poster of the event. Should be very, very cool.
Is that right?
That's right. There's a sample of it in the hallway. I just brought it this morning.
Yeah.
It's great.
Are you going to? Are we going to have a big dinner the night before?
No, God bless. Shut up.
No, it's not.
Nobody's asked about it. Why would you bring
Would
that
you
up?
join us, Tom, for a big dinner? We have a
I
big dinner?
can't be there.
Why not?
I have a meeting that's going to last till at least 6 here, so I won't be down there till
I remember
9.
a dinner we had in Louisville one time.
It was great.
We were talking about one of our fellow employees.
Yeah.
And someone mentioned, did you hear that she had LASIK surgery? And Bob said, oh, great, now she can see her ice.
Is she still with us?
She's alive.
Oh, she is alive.
And
Okay.
sober, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Doing
good
very
for
well.
her.
She can see her ice and the soda in it. I want to say hello to our friends at Napa.
Hello.
Napa's got a mission out there. They're not going around the moon. They're keeping you on Earth, in your car, in your truck, and keeping that car and truck in motion. For almost a century, Napa Auto Parts has been known for having the quality parts and expert knowledge that you, the driver, need. Napa has something like 500,000 quality auto parts and truck parts. Today, Napa helps drivers just like you hit the road with confidence. That's what you need. There are nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores in the U.S. of A. Over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers. So you're never far from the quality products, the trusted service, and the great folks that work for Napa. You can depend on them. Visit NapaOnline.com. That's NapaOnline.com to find the Napa location nearest you. We love our friends at Napa. They've got what I call Napa know-how. Coming up, we have the often imitated, never duplicated shoe-in of the week.
Bring it!
Tell you how you can win the Big Green Egg Mini Max next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't want.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick program on the Bob and Tom Show.
lockdown. Buildings were shaken in the provincial capital of Chengdu, where 21 million people are under a strict COVID-19 lockdown, confining them to their homes and residential compounds. Scientists are boasting about what they call one of the earliest amputation surgeries in humans. The journal Nature reports on the skeleton of an Indonesian child with part of her leg removed. It appears the leg bone was cut clean, suggesting it wasn't bitten off by an animal or crushed in an accident. It's believed the skeleton is 31,000 years old and suggests people addressed more attention to health issues than first thought. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I ever tell you about the time I dumped a whole load of avocados on the highway myself?
No.
Big D was riding shotgun that day with our dog Pepper. I hit the brakes, scared Pepper so hard she let out a little mess right on Big D. Kindly ruined the dress she got from the fashion bug.
No kidding.
Boy, old Queen Elizabeth can't go 2 days without making the paper, can she? I'll hang up and listen to you after.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, because you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, because you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you are leaving, because you're not helping the show. No, you're not helping the show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
Let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Say collection.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, hello there, Chick.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Chick, how the heck are you?
There's Jess Hooker, the cooker. She will have a Peking update, Peking duck update here.
Oh, yeah.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Are we still brought to you by Ed Septic?
Absolutely.
When things get hectic, call Ed Septic.
Okay, now we are going to experience, for the first time this season, the brand new NFL season, it's time for the fabulous shoe-in of the week starring Chick McGee.
That's right, the original, never duplicated, never imitated. The original football picking show.
Yeah!
The shoe-in of the week.
Now, in the future, every week we will be picking against
Good thing.
Yeah, thanks. Nice. Picking against the winner of our Pigskin Pick 'em. But obviously, since this is the first week of the season, we had to reach back in time and get a winner from last season.
Well, I just hope it's not a girl.
I just believe we have Amy Davis from Williamstown, Kentucky, joining us on the phone. Amy, are you there?
Hey, good morning.
Hi, Amy.
Amy, this would have been from week 7 of last year's football season. You got 12 of 13 games correct that particular week. You were in a 31-way tie for first place, but you won the tiebreakers, and you were our winner. So we're going to have you pick against Chick McGee. Have you been doing your homework on this season's NFL teams?
No.
Good. Perfect. Okay.
Well, me too, Amy. We've got a lot in common. Now, does anybody there in Williamstown, does anybody call it Billville or...
Billville's very good.
Or any...
No, it's Billtown.
Billtown. Okay.
Billtown.
Billtown.
Okay, Billtown. That's cool. What's the chief industry in Billtown?
Yeah, well, what's the big... people come from miles around to visit what in Billtown?
No industry per se, but most recently we are famous for the Ark.
Oh, yeah. That thing where you can actually, it's like essentially a life-size replica of Noah's Ark.
Oh, the Noah's Ark Museum.
Oh, in Kentucky, yeah.
Are there critters on it?
Well, no, but
I don't think they're live.
You can see where they or are there mannequins of animals on it?
There are. I think they also have like a petting zoo and that type of thing. But yeah, it's a replica. Yep.
That's interesting.
Well, there we go.
Is there crap on the floor from the animals? Or?
What?
There's a cafe where you can get a ham sandwich.
Uh-huh.
That's a biblical joke. If you don't, obviously, I'm talking to heathens. Ham or son of Noah.
I got it. Yes.
It was the joke, man.
So you're buying this?
Oh, it wasn't that the fact that you haven't stepped in a church in your whole life?
That's not true.
Now, no need to be
So,
name-calling.
Amy, as for this phone call, so far so good. Chick, what games are you going to pick? You don't have to pick them all.
Let's do this. No, I've got 3 juicy ones right here.
Oh.
And this week, the home dog barks loud, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The Los Angeles Rams hosting the Buffalo Bills tonight in Los Angeles. And the Rams are 3-point underdogs. Who do you like, Buffalo or the Rams +3?
I'm taking the Rams.
Oh.
You're exactly right, Amy. I'm initially very impressed by what you've done. I like the Rams +3, too.
Oh.
Everybody's been talking about how Buffalo's going to win tonight. Not so fast, my friends. I think the Rams will win tonight. Then you got the Minnesota Vikings hosting the Green Bay Packers. Central Division. Is that still the Central Division matchup there? The Vikings are getting 2 at home. Who do you like, Packers or Vikes?
I will go with the Packers.
Amy, you were doing so well. I'll take the Vikings +2, Tom. I like the Vikings +2. This is going to be Kirk Cousins' year. They finally got a coach in Minnesota who's going to kiss his ass, and he's going to be very happy. And, ladies and gentlemen, our next game, you know who's caught the imagination of this entire country, Tom.
Who is that?
The Detroit Lions. That's right. And
Hard Knocks.
People love the Lions. And
love an underdog.
They are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Lions are getting 4 at Ford Field there in Detroit. Who do you like, Detroit or Philadelphia?
We'll go with Detroit.
I will take the Lions as well, +4, and that is my double shock.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
There you go. There, you want to double shock yours, Amy?
Sure.
Why not?
Means you're doubling your bet. Okay, well, thank you very much, Amy.
Exactly right.
We certainly appreciate your playing, and you're eligible to play again this season. If you want to play the regular a Big Green Egg Mini-Max contest, you just go to bobandtom.com/contest. You don't even have to pick against the spread. Just pick the teams you think are going to win. As you know, Amy, you did a great job last season. And everybody out there, if you get a chance today, get this done before the Thursday Nighter starts so we can get you in for this first weekend. And you can play, you can play this week and not next week, or you can play whenever you want. Is that a train going by, Amy?
It is.
Oh, that's good. You live near the tracks?
Is he early or late?
On time.
Right on time.
Right on time.
Amy, we don't like to ask too many personal questions on the show, but what sexual position allows you to achieve orgasm?
Josh.
She's into it. She's giggling like a little girl.
I'm glad you
This is part of your church theme.
That's right.
Missionary.
If you had laughed, Amy, at that ham joke, I wouldn't be doing this to you.
Okay. Well, you'd be laughing alone, Amy. Amy, thank you very much. And say hi to everybody in Billtown, okay?
Hey, thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Good luck
Hi,
with your
Amy.
picks, Amy.
We'll assume missionary. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Can we play? Can we bet?
Yes, you can play, Jess. What position allows you to achieve
Not
orgasm?
your game, idiot. I'm talking about the pigskin pickup. Can I make?
You can.
Can I make the picks?
Sure, but
why not?
You can't.
I can't win a grill.
Can't win.
No, you're an employee of the show.
I didn't sign anything.
Well, let's move on.
That's a smart move.
Got us there.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, move over, Botox. There's a new anti-aging beauty product out there made with salmon sperm, taking the internet by storm.
Salmon?
Oh, my gosh.
How do you... A salmon.
Good question.
You got to buy him dinner.
Practice. What is the punchline?
You know what the hardest part is about salmon?
Wow, way to muffle that.
Zero buffalo. Zero buffalo.
Getting his fins apart. No? All right.
According to USA Today, salmon testicle DNA has been found in many luxury beauty products. It's been popularized on one of my favorite TV shows. If you haven't checked out Netflix's Extraordinary Attorney Woo, I highly recommend it.
Attorney Woo?
Oh, it's wonderful.
What is it?
It's a Korean show.
I thought he was a doctor.
It's
Dr.
a woman.
Woo.
Can you hear me, Dr. Wu?
It's a woman. She's a wonderful, it's a really sweet little show.
Sure.
And Doja Cat's Vegas music video. Research does support salmon testicle DNA's regenerative anti-inflammatory effects. However, skin expert Dr. Rachel suggests several alternatives for repairing skin, such as vitamin A, vitamin C, or retinoids.
Retinoids.
Retinoids. We are the retinoids. That's right.
You don't use retinol every day?
No, what is it?
That's a retinoid. It's a topical.
Yeah, it's an anti-aging.
Yeah.
Fine lines.
I use Rectaloid.
I bet you do.
Keeps the polyps away.
So I'm confused here.
Why?
I bet.
So it's salmon sperm?
Salmon's testicle DNA, technically.
That's sperm, all right.
Well, I mean, did they take the testicles and grind them up?
Probably. I don't know.
No,
I don't know. How else would you get it, Tom?
How small are salmon testicles, though?
They got to be pretty tiny.
Or are they on the outside like truck nuts, or are they tucked in there somewhere?
Not up on my
They look
salmon.
like Dippin' Dots?
I'm not a salmon fishery expert.
Okay.
Well, at least they're not like, dog balls or anything. I mean, they're
my
right
gosh.
out there. At least you can't see salmon's balls, right?
I don't. Look,
Am I
I'm
right
just
on that?
reporting. I don't know.
I'm just asking. I mean,
Well, women put a lot of weird stuff on their face.
Yeah, they do.
In the name
Look,
of beauty.
vampire
so.
facials.
Not just in the name of beauty.
Oh, in the
What'd
name of
you just
fetish.
say?
Trying to get a new car? Is that what they're trying to do? Something like that?
Researchers out
You
there.
like those new Broncos, huh?
All right. Well, here's how you get one.
Fish hook yourself and then,
What?
Researchers believe a Stone Age skeleton missing a foot may reveal the oldest known evidence of an amputation.
Really?
The 31,000-year-old skeleton of a young adult was found in a cave in Borneo.
how do they know that a T-Rex didn't bite that foot off?
Scientists determined the amputation was likely performed when the person was a child, and the individual went on to live for 6 to 9 years as an amputee before dying of unknown causes. The surgery indicates that prehistoric foragers knew enough about medicine to perform the surgery without fatal blood loss or infection, with scientists concluding that humans were making medical advances much earlier than previously thought.
Is that right?
This is in the journal Nature. Yeah, and you poo-poo the, what are they called? Holistic medicines? There you go. See? Had it long time ago.
It's 31, would you say 31,000 years old?
Yes, Tom.
Okay, now what's the difference between you saying how do they know about that and me saying they don't have the dinosaur bones back together right? How do they know they go together like that?
Well, they can.
Because they've seen pictures of dinosaurs.
It's like a puzzle, man. Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Use your head.
You didn't tell me they had pictures. Jeez. Tell a guy.
I mean,
I think you would know the difference between a foot being bitten off and being sawed off.
Sure, they'd
There's
be
going
able
to
to
be
tell,
yeah.
31,000 years, they didn't have saws.
Well, whatever they...
Oh, they were able to fashion a blade out of some
Spears,
kind of tusk or something.
Yeah. Like
Maybe it was a Stone Age pirate. Arr. A shark bit off my leg. I still think it was probably bitten off by a dinosaur.
I don't know that.
No, I don't.
Have you ever seen the museum in Kentucky where they got the dinosaurs and the people together?
Yeah.
Isn't that the same place?
Yeah, we were just talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, down the street from Noah's Ark.
Okay, all right.
Right down
So
the
no
street.
amputation. Fred finally broke his foot off in Barney's ass.
Barney, what did I tell you about using my car?
He hated when Barney.
Oh, don't borrow the car.
One of our favorite headlines, a Florida man recovering after being attacked by an alligator. Eric Murda told WTSP.
Psst. A teaspoon
of
just a teaspoonful of news.
That he'd gotten lost in the woods at the Lake Manatee Fish Camp in Mayaca City back in July.
By the way, this story gets very ugly very quickly.
He eventually found the lake, decided to swim across rather than walk around.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Merida recalled that as he was swimming, a gator approached.
Hi, how you
buddy.
doing?
Latched onto his arm, dragged him under the water before doing its death roll and tearing part of his arm off.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Merida managed to swim back where he had started in a circle.
Well, that's because he's just got the one arm. Obviously, he's going to... That goes without saying.
Sorry. Managed to swim back where he had started and began to wander around screaming for help. He then spent 3 days trying to find his way out of the swamp. Murda was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital where surgeons amputated the majority of his right arm. He's now warning others to be more cautious around Florida waters. I don't think many of us,
or to
even
use the bridge,
who don't live in Florida, know not to go near water.
Yeah.
Come on.
Especially this was like a pretty rural spot, apparently.
Right.
Have you seen the new internet game where you put in Florida Man and your birthday and
and they give you a headline?
Yeah, they read the headline. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Good way to pass time.
This guy, I think there may be more to this story.
Why?
Why are you suspicious?
What, drunk?
Dental issues.
What?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
He's judging
now?
the guy by his picture.
Oh.
They interviewed the guy, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe
the alligator took his teeth. You don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you think meth?
Maybe. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe he likes candy.
Who's that stupid? Who's going to be in that kind of waters and go, I'll just swim across, unless you're high. I'm just...
It's possible.
People,
it's possible.
Don't ever underestimate the dumbness of people.
Okay.
That's true.
I just want to do you have to augment your stupidity to be dumb enough to do this? The funny part, as you said, Christy, is when the guy, he swims back to the place he started because, of course, he's only got the one arm at that point. Okay.
And he was swimming in a circle. You can't help but swim in a circle if you only got one arm.
How do you not bleed out?
Speaking of
That's
alligators, by the way, did you see the picture of the gigantic gator lashed?
Massive alligator tied to the back of an SUV. WPLG.
Please, look. Gosh.
Reports a woman spotted the tail gator while driving on I-95 in Brevard County. The reptile did not appear to be alive. According to the TV station, alligator hunting season began on August 15th and runs through November 1st. So apparently caught a gator and just tied it to the back.
It's gigantic. And it, like I said, it appears to be dead, I would assume.
But you can eat alligator, right?
Sure. Yeah, we've had alligator, remember?
Yeah, I was the dog track, yeah.
I think it's a shame, though, that they allow baby alligators to be hunted. I see a lot of guys walking around with collared shirts, and they have the baby gator pinned right there.
Yeah, that's the prize they get for.
Oh boy, it's really
the cost of that.
It's really a sad thing.
That is silly.
That's
a silly one.
But having a huge gator lashed to the front of your truck is sort of the equivalent of it's like the Florida truck nuts. You got to be a badass to get a big gator like that alive or dead.
Well, it's not alive. If it were alive, that would be a whole different ballgame.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Would you put truck nuts on your SUV out there? Just for the weekend. See what happens.
There's no way.
What would your girls say?
Come on, Daddy, what's this?
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
That is girl.
What are those?
Take your gal.
Yeah,
hey, honey, you want to go on a date?
That particular vehicle, probably not a lot of them with truck nuts.
No.
Plus, you're a man of a certain age. Those truck nuts would be sparking on the ground.
Perfectly valid. Especially the left one.
Wow.
Now, see, mine are very snug, right up against where they should be.
Oh, you've got a strong cremaster muscle.
I will put my entire area down here up against any young man's.
Face.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
By young, you mean over 18.
Send your emails,
18 or
too.
over, depending on what face you're in.
Come on down.
I want to remind you that the summer's not over yet. Oh, the sun might be setting in the summer, but HelloFresh wants you to savor every last bite of the season. HelloFresh is all about great food, great farm-fresh ingredients, and about you doing a lot less work. HelloFresh goes to the grocery store for you. They buy everything. They've got the recipes, over 55 items to choose from each week. Whatever kind of food you're into. Comfort food, they got it. Vegetarian, they got that. You want something super lean, they've got that too. You can customize your meals. You can swap proteins. You can switch around the sides. It's very, very simple with the HelloFresh app. You want to get into it? We check it out by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's the code BTShow16. Why bother with that? Well, let's see. 16 free meals across 7 boxes. That'll make it worth it. The code BTShow16, 16 free meals. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. They handle the meal planning, and the ingredients are pre-portioned. Am I making that clear? So you just follow the directions. They've got the pictures and everything. You'll be making food you can't even pronounce, but it's delicious, and your kids are going to clean their plates. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Up
And
next. Yes.
Speaking of food you can't pronounce, we're going to have a Peking duck update.
Oh, when we come back?
Because you really want this,
I
right?
want to try Peking duck. I've never had it. You always see the things you need 24 hours notice, and I want to have them do one for us.
All right.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick 'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, gosh. Thanks,
I needed that.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Bashan.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Yes, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7? I know, so that you can get all of the updates and all of the information you need, and it's a great way to listen to the show wherever you are, anywhere in the country, across the ocean, even in Europe and Asia. Yes, Bob and Tom 24/7 works everywhere around the world. We know because we hear from everyone around the world. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com if you'd like to reach us. We love to hear from our listeners, requests, junior win bags, what we got wrong, what we got right, how much you love us. All these things are great, and we love to hear from you, our listeners. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. And Tom's really good at getting on requests. If you've got a funny story, an antidote, something that relates to the show. Oh, and by the way, I want to hear this bit, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Next thing you know, he's reading it on the air. They're laughing about how funny you are and playing your request. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com is where you write. That's the email address. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Thursday, opening night of the NFL coming up tonight. Can't wait to talk about it tomorrow.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The final suspect in a stabbing rampage that killed 10 people in and around a Canadian Indigenous reserve died of self-inflicted wounds after his car was run off the road by police following a 3-day manhunt. 32-year-old Miles Sanderson was found near the town of Rosthern in the province of Saskatchewan yesterday as officers responded to a report of a stolen vehicle being driven by a man armed with a knife. Officers rammed Sanderson's vehicle off the road. The fugitive's injuries were self-inflicted, and investigators have not given a motive for the bloodshed. UPS plans to hire more than 100,000 workers to help handle the holiday rush this season. The totals are in line with hiring plans that the carrier had the previous 2 years. Holiday season volume usually start rising in October and remain high into January. While online shopping has slowed from the height of the pandemic, it's still well above historic norms. And South Africa is flying cheetahs to India and Mozambique as part of an ambitious effort to reintroduce the distinctive spotted cats in regions where their population has dwindled. Wildlife veterinarian Andy Fraser described the relocation as tough for the animals and said the challenging movement of cheetahs to India will require the cats to travel a much longer distance, and they will be treated with a tranquilizer that lasts for 3 to 5 days. 8 cheetahs will be flown from Nambia to India. South Africa will send 12 cheetahs in October. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy.
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr.
Why do you think they call a skimpy little suit of Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Yeah, lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. And he was in first class. I was in the back,
sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born. Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron.
The douche baron.
Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar? Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douchebag.
Band.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is at the news desk.
I sure am.
And Pat Godwin is home.
I got a text from him.
Recovering.
Oh, yeah? What's the prognosis?
What is it?
What diagnosis?
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
Jess Hooker's here. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Pat Godwin's current rectal temperature, 98.2.
Okay.
He doesn't have COVID.
Yeah.
He says, I feel weak and sniffly, but I got the COVID test.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see if it looks like it's, I can't tell.
What do you mean?
What,
you
do you
can't
send you a
tell?
picture of it?
Yeah, it's a picture of Christy, what does this
Christy,
mean?
help him.
Oh, it's negative. Okay, negative COVID test. I see. You look at those little lines over there.
Yeah, there's only
So,
one line.
so what's the verdict on the test for whiny little bitch?
That is way positive.
Okay.
Riddled with it.
Is the thermometer?
Now, earlier in the show, we talked with comedian Al Jackson. He's got some live gigs coming up. Colorado Springs, Friday and Saturday. The name of the club is Three E's. E, letter E. As in exit, stage left, biatch. Once again, Al going through a very difficult breakup, and his ex took all of his stuff.
No big deal. Man has money. He can buy new stuff.
If you're single and you want to meet Al, you can meet him at 3 E's this weekend.
Or you can leave him alone.
I think that's the last thing he needs right now.
I think he needs a sympathy.
Oh, well, there's
card.
that.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, there you go. A card. Yeah.
The only way to get through that is shovel
now, you
count.
were going to explain something to me, Chick?
Was I?
Peking duck.
Oh, Peking duck, our update.
Thank you, Ace. We don't have anybody to make it.
Oh, you told me you did.
Really?
No, he
More of a
bailed.
down date.
He bailed. It is very labor intensive and time and the things that you need, and he said I just can't do it.
All right.
The guy bailed, Tom.
So we have a backup. We have Dino has a backup. We think. And I think
you go to the Chinese restaurants that always says if you want Peking duck, you have to order 24 hours in advance.
Right.
I've never done. I've always wanted to do it.
Well, not every Chinese restaurant.
Why don't you just go out to dinner then and don't bother us with it?
She brings up a good point.
Hey, I want to try it.
Thank you, Ace.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
excited
on board too.
And
How about this? I give you $50 and you leave us alone.
So why don't you guys go to dinner and have your little...
We can do that if you want. Less interesting.
I can order a kit and do it. So I could do it if you wanted me to do it.
Don't we want it done by an authentic person of Chinese heritage?
By we, you mean you.
I don't know if I trust Dean. He's kind of one of he sometimes eats vegan and so tofurkey.
So are we going to?
We don't want a tofu duck or a tofu. Oh wait,
Dean has the beat on a restaurant that does it. Yeah, and apparently they do them every day because all they need is an hour notice and they'll get it.
Geez,
so.
really?
Okay, they must have a pond in the back.
That actually happened.
I know.
Yeah,
so
sure
is
did.
the tofurkey is
right.
Run this by me again. The tofurkey is what?
Tofu turkey, yeah. And we don't want a tofu
And then
duck.
what's the turducken?
It's the worst joke Jeff Bodart ever told.
Of
That's
course, well,
true.
there's that. Of course, but, I mean, the turducken is what a duck stuffed
Isn't it
inside
a
a
Cornish
turkey.
hen inside
It's a duck
turkey?
inside of a
turkey.
A chicken inside of a duck inside of a turkey.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those Russian dolls. But
Yeah,
it's
nesting
food.
dolls.
Okay.
Nesting poultry.
Well, here's turducken. I mean, we have the famous turducken episode here, right? This is it right here, I think.
Turducken.
Remember that?
That was good.
Yeah, that's turducken, all right.
There's nothing there, man. Turducken.
Yeah, nothing there.
He's opening for Nick Swardson right now. So if you want to see Jeff Bodart,
Okay, let's move forward here. What day is today?
Today is September
8th. 2022, today in history. Here's our correspondent reporting live from the scene. It's Tom.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you do what we learned in the show today? I can't find it.
Tom has been operating all morning like he is late to a meeting.
I know.
No,
right?
it's my computer's broken.
Computer and
Somebody fix it. We can't stand
time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers, Napa is the fuel that helps drivers like you get up and go. That's Napa. And I almost read those two lines.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. NFL season opener. That's right. Tonight. Buffalo Bills visit the Los Angeles Rams. Some say to preview Super Bowl.
All right.
Coming up. We heard Corn Kid this morning. He's the Corn Ambassador.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
And the Corn Ambassador song, I guess.
Cute stuff.
He's a cute little kid.
Josh is anti-stick of butter.
That's right. Tubs or nothing.
He said he gets in, he likes butter in a tub, and no, not his bathtub, you listeners.
Mark, you son of a...
That's right.
No, but Josh, when you're cooking, sometimes it'll have you take a portion of the butter based on the length of the butter. Do you just take a giant dollop out of the thing and heave it in there?
Yeah, I use a measuring cup. I don't like sticks. I don't like them. If it says 3 sticks, I'll buy the sticks and use it for that, but not...
What about a hunk? The Irish butter, the Kieran Gold?
That stuff's pretty good.
French butter's like that, too.
Okay, I found today in history. You ready? Sorry.
Sure.
Time now for Today in History.
Okay, let's see now. Today is the, 8th? Okay.
September 8th, you silly son of a...
Okay, you want to do some birthdays here?
Yes.
Okay, happy birthday going out to King Richard the Lionheart.
Oh.
First, of course, organ transplant patient.
That's right.
Happy birthday, the great Sid Caesar.
By all means, an insufferable prick. Or by all accounts,
true?
I should say.
Really?
A difficult man. But
How about that writer's room?
hilariously funny.
Mel Brooks,
Carl Reiner.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, and Neil Simon was in that writer's room. Yes.
Oh, boy, a lot of dead people on this birthday list. Let's get some living people. David Arquette, very nice guy.
Very nice.
Real weird.
Big fan. Pink, the great recording artist.
Alicia Moore. That's right.
Yeah. Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wherever he goes, there's a fight.
W-I-Z. There's no H in there. 1952, The Overrated Old Man and the Sea were published.
It's a terrific allegory about growing old.
Piece of crap.
One wrestling with
Read
his
in
own
our time,
mortality.
much better book. Star Trek premiered on NBC in 1966.
Wow.
And you know, one of the first episodes of Star Trek featured Clint Howard.
That's
Yes, it did.
Opie's brother.
He's real young. He's a kid.
And he plays a monster from space. It's great. And Evel Knievel attempted to jump the Snake River Canyon in Idaho in this date in 1974.
Man, I remember that like it was yesterday.
I do too.
We all huddled around the wide
Everybody
world
was
of
so
sports.
excited.
Great article called King of the Goons.
Man.
He's 4 years from being born.
Okay. Now.
And as soon as the rocket took off, the parachute came
And appropriately
out.
enough, on this date, Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon.
Is that right?
Yeah.
On this date, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Son of a gun. You know what that means.
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
All
We'll be
right.
back tomorrow.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.